Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Starting just about on time here. It's about 9 o'clock. This is Bridger from Team Legacy. We'll be getting started very soon. The teams are currently being picked. As soon as they are and we get into champion selection, we'll be ready to go. Thank you guys for joining us. I've got on the mic here with me, was supposed to be Lightning Crisis. He's dodged on me, but we'll get back to that in a second. Stand by. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost getting the teams filled up here. Team Legacy working in the background to get that all set for me. But in the meantime, why don't I introduce myself and my co-conspirator here. Welcome, Coup de Gras, sir.
Welcome. Thanks for having me, I suppose.
Yes, definitely good to see you. Lightning Crisis is supposed to be here today, but he slept in or something. I have no idea what happened, but Coup de Gras is better. What rank are you? You're like gold tier, platinum?
I'm gold 1 at the moment, but I just lost 3 games and lost about 30, 40 LP.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
All right, well, I am bronze 1, but I'm not here to give you the in-depth strategy. I'm here to call the plays, and that's what I do best. So we'll be providing you with hopefully an entertaining and educational match here tonight. Actually, a couple matches in a row should be. Team Legacy, by the way, is a gaming community that basically we started as a Guild Wars 2 guild, and we sort of branched out from there. Still a lot of people interested in the MMOs in the near future. WildStar is the one many people are looking forward to. We've had some people playing the new Marvel Heroes one, as well as Neverwinter Nights. So we've got a lot of different games going on. A lot of our community just kind of shifts from game to game as they, go tired of one and move on to the other. But there's one consistent thing that we have been playing since we started the guild/community, and that's League of Legends. And Coup de Gras actually was not necessarily a part of Team Legacy back in the old Guild Wars 2 days, but he also joined us for our Team Legacy LOL in-house nights, and they're always a ton of fun.
Yeah, I actually started out just watching the stream in Tales of Tyria and then asked, hey, can I join the in-house? And from there, the rest is history.
Yes, it's very good, very good. So, again, we'll be getting started here as soon as they get the teams organized, and we'll jump into the game. FYI, the stream, if you're watching on Twitch right now, is a kind of low-quality stream because I'm trying out a brand new thing here, and the Twitch stream is actually going to go off fairly soon. This is going to be very interesting because we've got my wife, Fayorana, is going to be playing in the game behind me. So what's going to happen is you're going to hear her yelling about something, and then 3 minutes later we're going to see it in the game. That's going to be fun. All right, so like I said, the Twitch stream is actually the backup stream. I'm only playing it until we get started here. Then I'm going to get rid of it and go to full-on with the YouTube stream. So if you're in the Twitch stream, click the link I just posted in the chat there, or just go to the YouTube channel, Sound Strategy Network, and we'll get started there. I guess while we're waiting for him here, let's just talk a little bit about League of Legends. What's your favorite recent champion to come out, Coup de Gras? Do you have a favorite?
He's not so recent, but it's probably going to be Jace, just the fact that he's both ranged
he's been in the last 6 or 8 months, right?
Yeah, I think he has. A little bit more recent one would probably be Zed. He's just an assassin, goes mid lane, which obviously I love, and just an all-around huge assassin and very good at what he does.
I have to say, the favorite of mine has to be Zac of all like the last champions the last 6 or 8 months, because it's just so much fun to leap over everything. It doesn't matter where they are. You just leap way over and drop right into combat and knock everybody up in the air with bouncing. That's just fantastic. I can't get enough of that. So that's my favorite recent champion. Now, I'm curious. Evelyn used to be the champion people picked when they were trolling. Who's the new Evelyn?
I actually don't really think there is one. I think Riot's done a really good job of sort of finding an even ground with every champion. Of course, there's some that are going to be better than others and others that are worse. But I think overall, every champion sort of fits into their little niche in the game, which I think is really impressive for about 110, 112 champions.
Absolutely. All right, we've got Tengil actually managing to put a comment there in the YouTube stream. This is the first time I've actually used YouTube to do the streaming option. So hopefully it works well. And if not, we can always switch back to Twitch, but I'd like to see how it works out because most of my subscriber base is on my YouTube channel where I've posted all the Company of Heroes casts that I used to do in the day. Actually started that up again. You ever play the Company of Heroes series?
No, I have not.
No?
Sorry.
Oh, well. It's got a lot of nice explosions and craziness. It's not quite as competitive as StarCraft, I guess, because there's a lot of rolling of the dice. Every time a unit shoots, it's got a % chance to hit. It changes penetration based on the type of armor it's going up against. So sometimes you'll have situations where one tank will just not be able to finish the other tank off. It'll keep pinging off the armor, and those... It may not super competitive players would be like, no, I want to know exactly what my thing's going to do all the time. But those chances and the luck aspect that's introduced to some extent, to me, that adds a lot of excitement. And so I can understand.
I have a little bit of
both
experience
points of
with
view.
that with like Battlefield 2, where like if you hit a rocket in front of the tank, it doesn't do as much damage. But obviously yours is a little way more in depth. So, but I do like the concept overall.
And it's not that much. I mean, luck has a place in games. Just you go too far into the luck spectrum and you got a big problem. All right, it looks like everybody's ready to go. Let me check in with the TeamSpeak here and see where everybody's at and make sure everything's looking good.
Sound resume. User
Hey guys, looks like we're getting ready to go, yes?
Yes.
Excellent. They're splitting up into teams.
Sound muted.
So as soon as they hit the go button and start the countdown timer on the champion selection, we'll certainly start talking about that. Let's jump back to League of Legends. So actually, what do you think is... Poppy seems to be, of all the champions, the least played that I can think of. And you can't really figure out why. Her kit seems good.
It has a combination of the fact that it's the metagame for one, and who is she going against? If she's in lane and she goes top, she's more than likely going against someone who is very tanky, which she's not really good against, and can poke her down. Mid lane, she doesn't belong in mid lane, just period. Bottom lane, AD carry support, she doesn't really fill either one. And jungler, at the moment in the current metagame, it's utility / tanky jungler, which, again, she doesn't really fit. It's just the combination of the metagame and who she's playing against that she's just not a very good pick. Although she is very good at what she does, which is an anti-AD carry. And if she can get fed even the slightest bit, she does a very good job at killing that carry.
Excellent. Okay, looks like we're just getting ready to start here, so we'll jump into the champion selection as soon as we do. There it is. All right. Let's move over to... There we go. I picked the wrong stream, and I never even put our... Oh, well. We don't need cameras. They don't need to see our faces in this particular pick. All right, so let's turn down the music, and let's jump over to the LOL game. So we've got an interesting team selection here. I know a lot of these players, and because these players know each other, we're actually going to have a situation where targeted bans will potentially come down instead of the normal duo queue, ban all the things that are OP situations. Like right there, Thresh and Jace are not the things you usually see banned in at least not at the bronze levels that I go at. So Thresh and Jace seem to be very targeted bans specifically against the teams here. Amumu, though, a very common ban in duo queue.
And Thresh at my level is almost always banned. His just
Ah.
his ability to CC, hook people, and save people is just a huge combination. He doesn't need items to do these things, so just his kit alone makes him overpowered, so to speak.
Yeah, it's really I think more than any other champion, he has the capability to maneuver people in one direction. Because not only does he have that ridiculous long-range pull, he can then push you in the direction he wants, and he can pull an ally halfway across the screen too. It's a really nice combination, which we're not going to see tonight. So I suppose we should talk about the guys we're going to see as soon as they get to picking them. So there goes the Blitz ban as well, which you typically see at my elo. If Blitz doesn't get banned, it's almost always somebody dodges.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
a lot of the positional type champions where they can pull or push a champion that you see get banned quite a bit.
All right, Kha'Zix's also getting banned, and there we go. Misfortune, one of the more solid AD carries currently in the game. Now, Coup de Gras, correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding is that she's very strong in the early game due to her bursty nature, but sort of falls off in the late game because her AD ratios are not as good as other characters.
Yeah, early game she's a very good duelist, meaning the longer she fights, the more damage she's going to do due to her impure shots. And again, with her auto attack, Q, auto attack, her burst is very high, her trading is very good. So her early game and laning phases, like you said, very good. But she does tend to fall off because at late game she relies more on her ult to do damage. And if the enemy team isn't grouped up well enough, she's only going to hit 2-3 targets, which isn't optimal. So you're still going to do damage, but you're not going to be full potential. We actually see a Fiora, which I haven't seen in quite a while.
No, she used to be played an awful lot when she first came out, but I haven't seen her in a while either. Yorick, however, Yorick is one of those interesting champions. I don't think he's had any changes to him in the last 8 months or so, and I hardly ever see a Yorick, but when I do, he's awesome and incredibly hard to kill.
Yeah, that's one of Yorick's strengths. He's immovable in lane, and he harasses very, very well. That's why he's very strong. And I don't see him very often, so I really don't know what to think of him.
He's definitely, I get scared of Yorick because my most played top character is Pantheon, and Yorick just destroys Pantheon in the top lane. He's one of the only really hard counters to Pantheon because he can just poke you and poke you over and over again, and he's got so much sustain that Pantheon can't Q you to death like I normally like doing. And Freelancer pulling out Talon, we all know Freelancer loves those glass cannons. He likes to be able to 100-0 people, and Talon's certainly one of those champions that do that. That's one of the first ones that he picked in the game in the past. He went straight to Talon, and he actually pulled a full AD rune page and a full AD mastery page is how he usually plays Talon because he goes mid and he wants to destroy whoever's in the mid lane. It looks like Pale Assassin on Nidalee is going to be the mid that Talon's going to go after. Now, I think she has the range to not get completely destroyed by Talon like some of the other mid characters, and when she gets level 6, she's at least got a little bit of escape with that Cougar form. But we'll see how it actually shakes out.
I think what Blue Team should actually do is put Yorick against Talon, because Yorick has a high sustain, he has high amounts of HP, and he can poke Talon down. But if Talon or Freelancer goes against Nidalee, then Nidalee doesn't really stand a really good chance of winning the lane.
I could definitely see that. Definitely see that. All right. For those of you, it looks like we still have 11 people on the Twitch stream. Just an FYI, you're going to want to jump over to the YouTube channel. I just posted it again in the chat there. Make sure you jump over to the YouTube stream because I will be shutting down the Twitch stream very shortly here in order to make sure all the bandwidth is on a single stream so it's as high a quality as possible. This is sort of just a test we're doing, and we'll see how it goes, and maybe we'll stay on Twitch in the future. Maybe we'll stay on YouTube in the future. Nobody knows. I've never done it before. That's why I'm trying it. So we do have a couple people. Tengil, again, is the only one commenting on the YouTube channel. I can see those, and I'll try to respond to them if you guys want to jump in there and comment on what's going on. He says, it's time to get it on. Fighters, are you ready? Let's get it on. I'm not sure if that was a particular call-out to a specific movie that I just mangled there, but we'll see. So Sejuani and Leona some serious CC there for the blue team. Purple team has Sona's Stun, obviously very strong, and Nautilus also has some very strong CC. Both sides have some pretty good CC, but I have to say purple team looks a little light on the tanky characters.
Yeah, purple team is very squish. If Sejuani and Leona can land some decent, solid ults, then the Misfortune ult and Yorick, with his ult and everything, will just rip apart purple team. But purple team does have some decent initiate with a Flash Sona, Crescendo combo, or a Nautilus hook. So whoever gets caught in one of those two CCs is just going to get blown up instantly.
All right, so we're about 2 seconds away from the 3-minute delay. So, oh, good. We're going to be now. While we're waiting in this time period, let's take a moment to discuss a little bit more about what's going on here. Let's talk about the summoner spell choices. It looks like Nidalee choosing Barrier might have been a response to Talon if she's going up against a Talon mid, or just having a Talon at all, because Talon can come out of nowhere and try to kill you, and having that barrier really makes it much harder for him to 100 to 0 you with all of his skills. So I think that's a solid, smart choice on both the carries there on the blue team side.
Yeah, and Free likes to roam. We all know he likes to go top, go bottom, get them double kills bottom. So I think Barrier was a solid choice. Nidalee doesn't really need that Ignite, so Barrier is still solid.
It was definitely a really nice change for Riot to throw Barrier into the game, because until that point it was Flash, Exhaust, Smite, Ignite, and maybe Teleport. And Barrier has now been added and is fairly well received. I mean, I see Barrier about as often as I see Ignite, and they all fit in pretty well.
Yeah, for those of you that
Ghost
don't
is
know,
in there,
Barrier, yeah, Ghost is around a little bit on specific champions,
Yeah.
but Barrier was actually introduced in the first ARAM map that came out. I can't remember exactly what it's called because it was a long time ago, but they decided that everyone liked it. The community really liked the Summoner spell as a whole. So what they did was they translated it to Summoner's Rift, and they added quite a bit of length on the cooldown because it was relatively short on the ARAM map. So they added a longer cooldown and gave it to the Summoner's Rift map, and it was, like you said, very, very well received. AD carries like to pick it up. Defensive people like to pick it up just because it gives them that extra little chunk of HP at the clutch times, and you can also bait people under turrets with it as well.
Yep, absolutely. It almost works the same way that the old heal skill used to work, when it used to give you a lot more HP at a single moment. And that's exactly what it does. It gives you a bunch of temporary HP for the moment that your opponent's coming in to burst you, and they think they can kill you with just one quick skill, but then they have to wind up spending more time, and they get baited into it. So it kind of exactly right sort of took that particular spot in the strategy pocket of, okay, this metaphor is going nowhere. So in the late game, I think you're right that blue team has a very strong combination of ults. A lot of good synergy there between Leona and Sejuani and Misfortune. Meanwhile, they also have the ability to poke with Nidalee and Yorick, so they can play the poke game in those big team fights before the engagement and try to get a bunch of damage on the enemy, specifically Nidalee can. All right, I am shutting down the Twitch stream here, ladies and gentlemen, so go over to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/soundstrategynetwork. And you should see it there, or I'm going to post it in chat one last time if you want to keep watching. And let's go to the game. There we go. Sorry about that. Let's close this, and we'll be ready to go. And okay, so the YouTube stream is now the only one that is up, ensuring that we have a high quality stream here. Please let me know if you see anything amiss. I will try to adjust it on the fly if there are any issues. Stonewall thinks that purple's going to win. They win bot lane and mid unless there's a lane swap, and they will snowball, unquote. Stonewall's got a pretty good prediction there. Purple definitely has that going for them, but that combination of ults is going to be very difficult in the late game if blue team can hold on till that point. Draven, oh man, Draven is just a beast everywhere too. Do you think he's or Misfortune is stronger in the late game, Coup de Gras?
I think Draven is one of the strongest AD carries in every phase of the game, simply just because of his Q.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
he just chunks people down early and with early trades where you only will be able to auto attack maybe once or twice. And then late game when he gets all his items, it's a percentage base increase on the auto attack. So
Hmm.
he's just multiplying his damage throughout the entire game, which is why he's one of my favorite AD carries to play at the moment.
All right, so we are going to find out if these teams are planning anything sneaky in the early part of the game. Because, you know, when there's no creeps, there's no way to push and kill enemy towers. But you can still try to accomplish something at the beginning of the game. Try to sneak and ambush the opponent. It's a very dangerous and risky maneuver unless your whole team is committed to it. Right now, it looks like both teams are playing a more defensive mode.
Literally with the ward on blue and no one on purple side or red side saw that ward.
Mm-hmm.
So depending on if they want to go for a blue steal, which they might, they have that vision there that will allow them to.
Yep, Sejuani's. That might have also just been a let's make sure they're not invading us ward. So they know if they see people over in that area that they don't have an invade happening. But it looks like we've got the Misfortune Leona pings going on down at the bottom, planning to maybe ambush the opponent. And now we've got both teams setting up to take Wolves first, which is a solid, smart choice. Let's see who can do it. What do you think of the buy choices for the bot lane group? I'm going to organize these correctly here.
Oh yeah, you need to organize too. I'm not a huge fan of the Doran's Blade start simply because I don't think it gives you the. I like a little more sustain in the lanes that I'm in. But I think it's after 36 or something auto attacks, Doran's actually starts giving you more HP than the potions. So the longer the laning phase goes on, the better it is. And
That's an
we
interesting
might see a blue
statistic.
steal. Wow, we got a blue
Oh!
steal on Nidalee.
Wow, so she did it all by herself. Very, very nice. Awesome job, Pale Assassin. I think that they were going for a smiteless blue for Nautilus, and that's what she was counting on, because if Nautilus just smites it, there's no way Nidalee gets it, not even with a full-length Q.
Yeah, Smite is one of the highest damage on a single target, at least on minions anyway in the early game, so it's not a huge blue steal potential, but he didn't use it, and like you said, was going for a smiteless, and Pale just timed that spear perfectly to steal that.
And right now, as you can see, Freelancer's actually paying the price of that, sitting there with about 70-75% health. Uh-oh, big fight. They're really committed up top. Yorick coming out on top there as Fiora has to disappear. Back off, heal a little bit more. She did not anticipate taking that much damage, but like you said, just Yorick has so much sustain. But here comes a gank. Let's take a look at what goes on here. Can Nautilus get him? There's the flash.
Oh.
He gave up? Nope, he pulls
Oh.
it in. The flash is already
Those
down.
are
I
enough
think they're going to
CC,
get him.
enough damage. Ooh. Ooh. What's
Ignite,
gonna
ignite,
take?
got
Oh,
him!
he gets it.
Very
Oh,
nice.
man,
I don't
so
know why
sad.
Yorick went back. He was home free. Was he trying to dodge a potential Q there from Nautilus?
I think he might have, and also I think Nautilus was, yeah, he was level 3 and might not have even had the hook because usually Nautilus's go shield, and then his E. Let me look up what it is real quick. Riptide, but he didn't even get it. He actually went shield, hook, shield, which is very unusual build order for Nautilus in the first 4 levels of the game.
Well, having the hook actually paid off right there with a very early gank. Here comes a potential gank again from Nautilus. He activates his ghost, going in for the Nidalee. I think he's out of range. No, he just barely lands it. He's going to get the hit. He's going to poke a lot, and she misses her
going.
Q. What? There's no help in there. There's no help in there. You don't have to turn around. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
But Talon flashes for the kill. The bot team, are they going to notice? No, she was saving that flash that whole time. Wow, I thought for sure she must have used it already. I didn't see it. And she just goes back to taunt them. She was home free. Now she might lose it.
Nautilus needs to be careful now.
Whoa.
Sorry, dog.
Even your dog is very excited about what happened there. I have to say, it seemed like they should have had that. Was that a mistake by the purple team, or were they playing it safe?
I think. Sorry. I think Talon should have gone in a little bit more. Hold on.
All right, so let's take a look at what's going on up top here. Fiora still having a big problem with this with the sustain. It looks like she went for a longsword and 2 potions start, which oh man, she's gonna lose just to the minions and the summons of Yorick there. Now she has to go home, and he's going to take a bunch of damage off of that tower, and that is going to hurt them in the interim. Let's see right now. We've got still only the 1 kill so far. Very interesting start, and what looks to be a fairly close game.
Yeah, the lanes are also very volatile. Like, I think bottom on both sides can tend to go both ways because Leona counters Sona, but Draven counters Misfortune. So it's sort of whoever gets the first gank and whoever gets the right initiate wins. And then top, I think Fiora's falling behind a little bit. Mid, it's sort of up for grabs right now.
Uh-oh, Draven should have seen that coming. They did, but Sona didn't get out of there in time, gets caught by Leona, and now maybe stopped by Prowl. No, she's gonna make it. No, flash from Misfortune. Gets in there, takes her out, even with a lot of damage on MF. There are enough people to protect her, get her out of that alive. There we go, tied up the score 1-1 now for both teams, and that is going to be very important. Sona, of course, the lowest health champion in the game at the very early levels. She's very easy to kill, but she also has that very strong heal. That means that she's got some really good sustain. So if she doesn't take a burst, she can be really, really good in the early game. But Misfortune is very good at burst, especially with Leona locking her down. Even with the flash, it wasn't enough to get out.
Yeah, one interesting thing about Sona is, well, we have Fiora going in on Yorick, but I don't think... Oh, it's tower diving. Oh, the Fiora ult gets him, and then the tower aggro... Oh, he gets away! Oh, man.
I can't believe it. Very nice play by M455 Frag. Mass Frag, I guess, is what I'm supposed to read there. Very, very nice. Amazing, amazing play.
Oh,
wow.
Hell, you're so... Oh, he's gonna get away. Oh, so much excitement all
Pale
around
Assassin in mid lane, I missed it. Now, we do have most everybody hit level 6 now, except Nautilus, actually, still at level 4. And the bot lanes obviously haven't hit 6 yet either. But mid lanes just hit 6. We saw top that ultimate. Uh-oh. Here comes Prowl in for a gank mid.
Free has ult, so he might go on Pale. Nope,
yeah, if they
back off.
If they had tried to go after him together, that definitely would have been bad. Oh, he's going for it.
Oh, he's going.
There it is. Just like that, exactly. Good call. You're right. As soon as Sejuani left, he's like, oh, meat.
And, oh, Fiora getting caught out. Or Leona is meat.
Feyrana, Leona. It's the same.
Maybe she might go down. Oh, there's the Draven ult. Finish it off.
That was enough. Actually, Sejuani coming back for more. Oh, no, just plays an award. Okay, that's smart.
I was trying to read the name and then say the champion at the same time. And
there you go.
Came out a little wrong. So.
All right, let's take a quick look at the money situation here. Uh-oh. Misfortune and Sejuani trying to catch him in the jungle. That's a 2v3. That's very dangerous. Oh, no, here comes Nidalee coming in from the side.
No Red has any mana. Oh, but we started split DPSing there. And
this is bad. This is bad. Really bad for Nidalee. She's now caught by herself with 4. Can she get out? Talon's going to try to 100-1, but he doesn't have his ultimate, so he can't do it. She gets out. Very nice. Got the kill. That's another ballsy move. You might say a bold move.
Bold move.
From Pale Assassin. Just like the first beginning of the game. Let's see if we can keep it up.
Let's see how it pays off, Cotton.
I love that movie. Dodgeball. All right, let's move on.
I didn't quote it exactly, so don't, be too harsh on me.
Oh, that's me though. I'm the other guy. You're just giving all the important info, and I'm there going, "Oh yeah, that's what they got to do. Kill the enemy." Yeah. That rake is such a powerful farming tool.
Yeah. If he gets a BF sword, I think it is. He just kill the caster minions in one rake, and then I think one auto attack on all the melee minions, and just makes farming on Talon so much easier.
He's grabbing blue, and that's interesting. Blue being up for the purple team, but I think blue team already got it. Sejuani has had it for quite a while now, it looks like. Yeah, at least a couple of minutes.
Yeah, which is interesting because you always want to give your blue to your mid laner, especially Nidalee, because she can heal herself more, poke more with Qs, not have to worry about any of that mana draining out.
Uh-oh,
See,
Talon could be in
Freeze.
trouble. He doesn't know about Sejuani. There it is. Ultimate
Oh,
coming in. Pale Assassin.
lockdown. Is he gonna juke? Oh, he flashes.
That'll certainly do it. And Misfortune's not
gonna
in
get
position
away.
to stop him. He's protected. He's got back in the pack. Whoa! Maybe not. Look at that.
Ooh.
He went back. That's the mistake. You can't make that mistake. You can't go back.
Yeah, if Nidalee had any amount of AP, more than the arm guard, I'm pretty sure that would have taken him out.
Uh-oh, Misfortune now caught dancing, and very nice pickup by Feyrana there, jumping in with Leona, trying to stop that Sona ult. Well, can't stop it, but at least stop any more casting by Sona.
And then Fiora, once again, dives Yorick, and I'm completely wrong on this whole lane, so I'm sorry for my pre-game analysis on top lane. It was terribly wrong, apparently.
Yeah, it looked originally like Fiora was having a hard time, but those dives and the ultimate, what did she do? What did she buy? A brutalizer would certainly help, but probably a lot of potions to allow her to really slowly knock down Yorick. Yorick sitting over there with a tear and some damage, but not a lot. He's actually got a pretty decent items to combat that.
Yeah, and Fiora actually has some of the highest damage all in early levels in the game. And along with her ult, it resets tower aggro. So once she starts taking a few hits, she just resets it with her ult, additionally doing damage to him, and then kills him and then either flashes out or Qs out on a minion to get out of tower range. And that's what she did the first time we saw it. And once again, she did that the second time just now, which is very smart play.
Alright, so let's see where the next big gank is coming. Of course, we're definitely getting closer to the ganking phase. No towers down yet, though. Teams are very, very even. Especially if you look, there's only 1,000 gold difference between them. Even though the kills are different, it looks like the farming might be slightly better on the blue team to compensate for that. Because maybe it's about the same, actually. 3 kills should be about 900 bucks. Uh-oh, big attack here. We could see Draven go down. Double stun from Leona. Pale Assassin gets a lot of good hits in. There it is. It's gone. No question. The MF ult just gets the clincher. If it wasn't that, it would have been the Nidalee Spear. So very, very nice combined attack there. And I think they had wards. They even had a vision ward there. They should have seen that coming. That, I think, would have to be one of the first big errors in the game there.
Yeah, it was the flash ult from Leona that sort of set everything up. And I'm actually surprised Warpath even got in range for that ult. He was lagging way behind and he got hit with the Draven stand aside.
Yeah.
I'm just flabbergasted at him being able to land that ult. That was really good.
Yeah, you always want to, coordinate with your teammates, and that was very well coordinated, except, like you said, Warpath was not in the right position. If he had been there, they definitely would have secured that kill way before it got under the tower. But hell, maybe because Warpath wasn't there, that's why they didn't immediately book out when they saw Nidalee coming.
Yeah, where you are in the lane, it can tell whether you're getting ganked or not. And if they're playing really far back, you're not 100% sure. Even if you have the ward, you're more like, oh, well, they're going back, so we need to kill the minions, so you're looking at the minions instead of your mini-map.
Yeah, and that's what's really nice. I mean, AD carry is so focused on those auto attacks, trying to get the last hits on everything. Mid characters can usually... Ooh, we got a gank coming? Maybe? Nope, Nidalee already knew about it. Now, that's what I never understood. Why is it that mid characters, or any character, will say, hey, I know you're there by attacking the jungler, even if you can't do much damage, just like poking them to say, hey, I know you're there. Because I know if I'm the jungler... Whoa, hang on, here we go. We got a big fight here. It looks like Prowl walked right...
Freelancer down very well.
Yeah! I think they were going to try to gank Sejuani, but instead Sejuani turns it right around with that ultimate, but Prowl not going to get away from this. Can Nautilus get away? Doesn't look like it. 2 for 1.
It's really hard to get away from a Nidalee.
Yeah, absolutely. Or to catch a Nidalee.
Yeah. But the attacking the jungler thing, I think it's just more of like a go away type thing. Like, I know you're there, you can go away now.
But you're wasting the jungler's time. That seems to be a lot more valuable than just getting rid of the jungler.
Yeah, it can go either way. I like to sort of, as soon as they walk away, I like to fake engage so they come back, and then of course I back off a little bit so they're like, should I engage? Should I not?
That is what I do. Actually, sort
I
of
just
dance
like
back
toying
and
with the
forth,
jungler.
making them think, sort of teasing them like maybe this person doesn't know I'm here. But then before I walk into actually being in gank range, I go back again, and I just keep walking back and forth, grabbing a creep here and there, and they sit there for 2 or 3 minutes getting no CS, getting no jungle creeps, sharing the experience, if they can get any at all, with their lane partner, and getting myself further ahead.
Yeah. It's just really fun messing with the junglers mid lane, really. And
Uh-oh. Fiora may be making a big mistake here, but never mind. Talon's coming in, making it a 2-on-2. His big AoE doing tons of damage. Prowl's gone, and he's going to stay and fight. Another one comes in and joins the fight. It's now a 3-on-2, and that's it. Well, it was a 2-on... You know what I mean. So, ultimately, it became a 3-on-2. Love that skin.
Yeah.
Oh, Freelancer flashes to get out of Misfortune's ultimate. Very, very nice there. Very, very close. And right now, again, 19,000 gold to 19.3. I have to say, whoever split these teams did a damn good job. It's very close.
Yeah. And with the lanes going the way they were, even though they're very even, and they're still fairly even, one lane's winning and another lane's losing. So when it gets to the mid game, we're going to see team fights be a lot more volatile than they usually would be. Because who they need on blue team isn't necessarily as fed as they would like them to. And then on purple team, the people who are fed are the ones that can instantly kill people. So if we get some good initiations by Nautilus and Flash Crescendo by Sona, we're going to see people blow up in the mid game.
Yeah. Oh man, this is exciting. Can't wait to see what happens next. We see a little bit dancing going on right here in the middle. Both Nidalee and Talon just still sort of neck and neck, not letting either get an advantage here. And it looks like we're going for a dragon here on blue team, but purple has...
Purple doesn't even know.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's a blue ward. It's purple. It's a pink ward, so it looks purple to me. All right, so I need to get that colorblind mode turned on. And it looks like an ultimate from Nautilus might be enough to stave himself from Yorick, but Yorick's real form is taking so much damage from the tower.
Oh.
I can't believe it! Talon coming in to save the day, but no, Nautilus didn't get away. Instead, Talon had to fight Yorick's ghost and sat there for a while.
Yeah, it was actually a good thing Yorick died first, because if Yorick killed Nautilus and then Freelancer killed Yorick, Freelancer would have a double buff. But since he killed it after he died, the double buff was just wiped from the game.
Yep. That's a very good point. These are things that I don't think about because I'm in bronze. That's why we have you here.
I always look like, if someone has double buff, I always go for that kill. Unless I'm support, I'm like, man, I want those double buffs so bad.
All right, we see the first tower down in the game, and blue team managed to grab it because Talon went north to try and support Nautilus, north top to support Nautilus. And while that was probably the right thing to do, it left this tower open. And Nautilus being their jungler, nobody else could guard mid. There goes another tower down for purple as there's a big team fight brewing bot lane. Everybody's chasing Leona. Nope, Tarek's going in, maybe gonna get his smokes right on there. Boom, got it! And they might get Misfortune. Yes, Nautilus catches her. She's on fire with that ignite. Draven does not have his ultimate.
Draven
does he have
misclicks the tower.
Oh no!
He misclicked the tower.
And his ult is so close to being back right now. Or is it not? I can't. Maybe it's not.
What is close?
I thought he had his ult. He was going to try and kill her with his ult, but I see. Is it showing that it's on cooldown or off cooldown?
Yes, it's on cooldown.
Oh, it's not.
He used it at the beginning of the whole thing.
It's not showing. It's not actually rotating around for some reason, or it's just really long. I missed it. All right. Welcome to Bridger tries to figure out spectator mode.
Yeah, it's not rotating. It's counting down, but it's not.
That's weird.
Showing it's counting down. And Pale's actually landing some very good spears at the moment.
Yeah, right now, he is probably MVP of their team right now with 5 kills, 1 death, and 1 assist, and a ton of CS. Actually, I'm guessing he has a ton of money to spend, too. 4,000 gold! He's back right now buying. There you go. Turned it into a Zonia's and an Archangel staff. that's going to be beastly on an Italy. Watch her come back down and do a lot more damage than she was before.
Yeah, and it's going to give her yet another shield to prevent Freelancer and everyone else from instantly killing her as well.
Yeah, Zonia is going to be a really good tool this game when you've got Freelancer on the other team.
Yep. Prowl getting caught out a little bit. Let's see if we can jump over the wall. And he does, but Prodigy doesn't really want to stand aside.
Excuse me. Sorry. I need some caffeine or something here. All right, nice dodge there, Draven. Yeah, that's one of the things. If you're ever near a champion like Nidalee, any other thing, you have to keep one part of your mind separated and constantly thinking about exactly when the enemy's going to, like, just look at the way the distribution, just pretend that you were Nidalee, and when exactly would you throw a spear at you?
When would you throw a spear at you? Yes.
You have to do that, and I've gotten into that zone where you have that other part of you constantly keeping track of that, and almost before they throw the spear themselves, you're already clicking to dodge it, and you know it's coming, and bam, you're right there, like as soon as they get a clear line of sight. Now, we have a small team fight maybe brewing here. Prowl or Pale Assassin could get caught out. Pale Assassin getting caught out by Free, but he didn't do enough damage to go in after into the tower.
Yeah, Zonia is really showing the strength right there on the armor of it.
Yeah.
And Freeze doesn't have a lot of armor pin aside from the Brutalizer, so almost all of his damage is getting mitigated.
Ooh, but you can see that Sona doesn't... Oh, there's a big ult
Really
from
good Sedge
Sejuani!
ult.
And a perfect ultimate from Warpath, getting the bullet time right on there. Draven very low, so is Sona. There goes Sona. Draven, the last one, might get out. And what happened? Leonis goes
cleaning
down.
up.
Yep. That was a huge set of kills for the blue team. They have more towers. Now they have more kills. They're going to press their advantage. Probably another tower and maybe another kill, Leo. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Nidalee Spear just out of range. Almost got herself killed. That would have been very bad. Sometimes you just have to cut your losses and say, hey, we won that fight. No reason to keep going.
Yeah, and that was the combination of ults I was talking in the pregame. If they can land 2-3 of those ults, it's going to decimate Purple Team.
And that's exactly what happened. They're probably going to take the tower here and probably not the inhibitor. The entire rest of the team just got up. They should get out of here. If they stay, they're in trouble. Yorick, if he gets locked down by anything... Nope, he managed to get out of there before they could get Nautilus over to catch him.
Yeah, Misfortune really didn't have a whole lot of mana. Pale Assassin being Nidalee, Nautilus ghosting.
Yeah, he's trying. He's got to get past those creeps.
Oh,
Is he going to throw it? There it is.
Oh, the grab flashes, and that's the end of that.
Yeah,
chase.
his ult was on cooldown. He wasn't going to be able to get that.
Yeah.
All right,
And
so... sorry, go ahead.
If Nidalee would have just barely went in that bush right there, she would have got her passive up, and I think she might have been out of range for that hook, so she wouldn't have had to blow flash. But
yeah, Nidalee's passive actually allows her to travel faster when she's inside of bushes, and it lasts for a short cooldown after she leaves. Right now, you can see she's got the little... Oh, but she goes back taunting. What are you doing? That's
what
crazy.
Nidalee does.
She sits there taunting you, so you chase her directly into a spear. That's exactly how it works.
Yep. And
apparently I am heard on the other team. Uh-oh, uh-oh. This could be an engage right here. Nautilus, are you going to get caught out? He's the tank, so he's supposed to be the one who gets caught out. Another perfect ultimate combination, as you mentioned before. And Nidalee stopping right there, waiting in ambush for the enemy to try to escape. Freelancer might escape, just barely dodges the Nidalee Spear, which would have almost certainly killed him. He's going to make it out
Pale's
now.
still going.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. There's no tower to protect him. Here he goes.
Oh,
he's going to try to juke. He tried to juke too soon. Right
trap.
over the trap. Oh, no. Where's the spear? Where's the spear?
No, he has to throw the spear.
Oh, missed! I can't believe it. He actually didn't go in the right direction. Now Draven's here.
He has to jump over the wall. Oh, he failed jumping over the wall.
What is he doing? He's trapped. He's waiting for the cooldown for the jump. There it is. Oh, no. Uses the heal exactly the right time. Almost gets him with the spear. Whoa. This is ridiculous. Pale Assassin. One bold move after another. Is she his name? No! It's not enough that he just barely got out of there with his skin after not getting his target. He's like, no, I'm just going to stay in the jungle and take their red too.
Yeah, Nidalee
Oh,
constantly
man.
applying that pressure, trolling people, of course, and Pale Assassin doing a very good job at it.
Yeah, what kind of speed do we have there? 433 when Nidalee's in that cat mode through the bush. That's very, very fast to have a sort of sustained movement speed if you keep jumping through bushes.
Yeah, and plus Pounce giving you that little extra half Teemo, I think it is. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
and the ability to jump over walls, of course. Just very, very hard to catch in the jungle.
And now we have a pretty solid advantage for blue team. They could just continue to push and wrap it up. Purple team has to play really well and not get caught with that combination of ults. If they can just shut down Nidalee at the beginning of a fight, or if they can catch Nidalee in the jungle, which obviously hasn't worked out so well for them, but if they can catch and shut down Nidalee, that's a huge chunk of blue team's damage right now. She's got 8 of those 16 kills. So
Yeah.
if you can even just drive her out of the fight, that would do.
Yeah, and the way she's picking these kills up is very good as well. She's always on the side picking them up, never in the fight. And 3 barely dodging a spear, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Oh, that was a combination of ults. Again, both teams putting their AoE ults down, but in the end, almost all the blue team was right there, and it was only 2 or 3 members of the purple team. I mean, Sona's ult was not an aggressive one. She was doing that to try to save the people that face-checked a bush where the enemy team was hiding, which is not something you should do.
And Warpath still has his ult, so they still need to be aware of that. And so does Yorick.
Oh, jeez. This could be it, then. They're just going for towers, though. That's the smart play. Uh-oh,
Yeah.
Yorick got trapped behind. He looks like he could easily get hit here.
He might kill Fiora. Oh, she uses her ult defensively.
Oh, his ghost is not doing enough damage. And there it
Yeah,
goes.
there's just too much beef.
Oh, he might get
maybe.
Nidalee, or Fiora after all.
Oh, he
There.
gets her.
Why are they sitting there fighting the ghost? Stop, just run away.
Yeah. And meanwhile, blue team
Takes
up
another
tier 2
tower.
top.
Yeah. I mean, that, like I said, breaking off and going to take that tower was the smart play. You don't want to sit inside their base, especially not since the update in Season 3. Home Guard has made fighting in the enemy's base significantly more risky because they can go back, heal, and come back into the fight way faster than you expect.
Yeah, and they heal up instantly, so if you have a Shin down to 500 HP and he goes back, he's instantly at 4k again. So you have to chew through that again.
The scariest thing in the world, though, is Aramis with Home Guard and Teleport. I had that in the last game. Oh, man. It didn't matter if he teleported onto a ward that was halfway across the screen and you were being and you'd already been being for 5 seconds. He'll get you.
Yeah. The scariest thing about that is even if he doesn't teleport, if he has Revive, actually, and Home Guard, he will get back to either top or bottom lane in 5 seconds from base.
That's ridiculous. Oh, all right, so purple team's sticking together. They need to pick somebody off here. They're going to try and target Nidalee because she's exposed, but that's not going to work.
Nidalee.
Yeah.
So.
Almost as infuriating as Teemo.
Yeah. And this is why Hotshot really likes Nidalee, because he can, even if he's behind, he can just apply so much pressure that people have to stop him. Which allows his teammates to do everything else, or take another tower, take another lane, take Baron, take Dragon, etc., etc.
Yeah, so it's definitely still possible, and Fiora's actually going to go try and take Nidalee out one-on-one. I think she's going to have to do it before Yorick gets here. No, the Zhonya's going to save Nidalee easily, and I think we're going to lose. Oh, no, Mass Frag with a bold move. He might get away, Nidalee. Oh, never mind.
Flash.
The Flash did it, I was going to say, because Fiora was actually moving pretty fast.
Yeah. With, I can't remember what it's called. Fiora's Burst of Speed is what it is. It helps her move way faster, attack way faster. And that was getting her away, but once again, you can't outrun a Nidalee. I mean, blue team capitalizing on this, getting Baron. Purple team's getting fairly close. I'm sure they suspect Baron's going on. Nautilus is coming up. Could go for the steal. Maybe.
It's...
1K on Baron.
Draven might get it! Oh, he didn't turn it around fast enough. It's still there! Oh, Sejuani finally got it. If Nautilus had just gone in there and smite it, he would have done. He had his smite up. I think that was a big mistake for him. It was sitting there in smite range for a long time.
Yeah, it was actually auto-attacked down by Sejuani, which shows you how low it was.
Yeah, Sejuani didn't have smite unless she just used it. You said auto-attack? Because smite, yeah, smite's on a long cooldown, and I think she didn't have it in that fight.
Yeah, I think she used it on it, but then he was regenerating.
Because people stopped attacking, yeah. I did see it going back up.
So he regenerated like extra 200, 400 HP. She smited, and then it was in that danger zone, but Nautilus wasn't around to smite it.
He was not paying attention. They were trying to go for picking up the actual kills. This might be endgame here. I mean, not necessarily. We got less than 10 seconds. We'll get the rest of the purple team up. But the fact that they've now got 2 inhibitors is going to make it really hard. They're going to have to win a big team fight right now to get back into this
tower
game.
As well. Oh. They're going on Nidalee.
Oh, they might finally have Nidalee. Just get in front of her. Get in front of her so she can't go. They got her. She's going to shut her down. There it is. Draven gets the kill, which is a good person to have the kill. He's going to be able to do the late game damage that might get them back into this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she had a full killing spree on her, so that's an extra 500 gold for Mr. Draven there.
That's what they need to have happen. I'm pretty sure most of the blue team has a killing spree. Oh, no. Oh, no. Freelancer going, trying to pick up the 100 to 0, and it doesn't happen. Instead, he gets 100 to 0 very quickly by Misfortune and Sejuani combined. He did not do a lot of damage. Does she have any armor? No, 86. It felt like he should be doing a lot more damage. What's the problem there?
It could have been a combination of Baron regen, life regen, things like that. Oh, and purple team actually surrendering.
Yep. Well, that was a fairly close game right up until the middle. I think there was at least 2 team fights that blue won completely handily with that combination of ults. That's definitely what did it in.
Yeah, it was the combination of Sejuani, Yorick AoE, Misfortune AoE, Leona ult as well, and then Nidalee picking off stragglers. That it was just way too much for purple team.
So, all right, let's take a look at the grid here. We've got Nidalee picking up most of the damage for blue team, which makes sense. She was very, very fed. Over on the purple team, I was thinking it was going to be Draven Fiora actually doing the most damage there as the purple team. But I have to say MVP definitely goes to Pale Assassin. The times that he pulled off something ridiculously risky, managed to get away with it, and then survived were uncountable. That was very great.
Yeah, he was using Nidalee to her utmost potential in that.
Galcina actually points out, so Baron levels up. He actually gets more health every X minutes, and I think that what he pointed out was that crossed the 30-minute threshold in the middle of that fight, and that's why he gained the health to not die to the smite. Thank you, Galcina.
I see.
All right, so let's jump in and hear what's going on in the TeamSpeak channel.
Sound resumed.
No, A-Rob's not in
No,
here.
he
Good
left.
game, guys. That was awesome. Very, very close at the beginning.
Yep.
Back and forth.
We're already getting the next game going, Bridger. Search for Freelancer TL's game, or I can just send you an invite.
Just send me an invite,
User joined
and
your
I'll search
channel.
for it at the same time. We'll see who gets it first. All right, so
Sound
we're
muted.
organizing a new game here right now, and the way that we're doing this, you probably won't see many of the same faces from the previous game because we have essentially allowed anybody who was not in the first game to get first pick in the second game here so that we can get as many people participating as possible. That's just the way that we're running things here tonight. So hopefully this game is as well balanced as the last one. But I think you're right. It came down to team comp. Basically, that the combination of ultimates in the late game is deadly.
Yeah, and this game particularly shows you how much initiating can just snowball the game for your team out of control. Because it really came down to who initiated first. And blue team was the one that kept initiating first, getting all their ultimates off first. Now, if purple team were to land a hook and blow someone up, that was really important, like Misfortune, Yorick, or Leona, or Nidalee, excuse me, then taking one of those 3 out is a huge key to the team comp of blue. So it, like I said, it really came down to who initiated first.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to grab a drink, and that way we will be able to come right back and be in full swing. They're getting the teams picked for the second game, so stay tuned. We'll be back in 15 or 20 minutes. No. 15 or 20 seconds? No. 2 minutes. Be back in 2 minutes, guys. All right, excuse me, we are back. Looking at the team setup for this one, we have a lot of quality players in this setup here. I didn't notice about last one, but this one I'm seeing Silver Division 1, Silver 2, Silver 3, Silver 1, Gold 4, Silver 5, Bronze 4, and Gold 2. So a lot of people out of Bronze in this particular one. I don't know, maybe I'm the only idiot trapped in Bronze.
Don't feel too bad. There was a post on Reddit, I think, earlier today, someone played 890 games before he was able to break into silver. So
damn, I think I'm only at about 300 something. I am getting closer, though. I'm getting closer. All right, so what would you say? I mean, let's talk a little bit about the number one thing that, let's say, bronze level players do wrong in a game. What's the number one thing that you know, people that are not bad, they're not inexperienced, they're just not good enough for silver yet? What's the number one thing they do wrong?
they don't have good internet connections.
So you're saying that when they get disconnected, that's why they can't get into silver?
Partly yes, but it's a combination of like self-centeredness, I think, where supports only ward, I'm mid or feed, top lane either jungle, gank, or I'm AFK. Stuff like that. It's just really toxic gameplay in general. Just it doesn't lead to a very conducive winning environment. So I think all these things combined just is ELO hell or league hell, whatever it's called now, as Bronze League.
I have to say, when I'm in a game where everybody buys a single ward every time they go back unless they absolutely can't fit it, that's the game where we win. Like, it's so... The difference between basically 6 wards out on the field, you know, 1 from each person and 2 from support at a given moment, and 2 wards out on the field is massive. Being able to see the entire river, all of the routes in and out of your jungle, that plays a huge part. And knowing when to place your ward and where. Because in the later part of the game, in the early, obviously in the laning phase is real easy. You place your ward near your lane. But later, you don't know where, there's not really a lane anymore. You're going to be roaming to wherever it is. So you have to be able to judge, hey, these creeps are pushing. We're probably going to be moving top to try to take that tower in about 1 minute. I should save my ward and put it in their tri-bush so that I know when they're coming to stop us from taking the tower. That kind of future prediction and knowledge of, you know, let's put a ward in this bush, and that bush is where the enemy hides to try to ambush you, that's super important.
Yeah. And to issue a challenge to everyone out there, I would like challenge you to buy 5 wards every game.
You mean over the course of the game?
Yes, over the course of the game. I've low-kinged myself on various occasions, and I've noticed I average about 7 to 8 wards a game. And this is, of course, throughout a 20, 30-minute game, where I buy 2 wards at the start, and this is mid. I buy 2 wards at the start, and then use them through various points of the game. And then every time I go back, I buy 1 ward. And then I continue doing this to 15 minutes in the game. I go back, I buy a ward. It's 75 gold. If you do a decent job at last hitting, that's 3 minions.
Yep. Not only that, if you're like a mid player who's fed and doing really well, you, more than other people on your team, can afford to buy the ward. The people on your team who are doing poorly, if your top is getting wrecked because they camped his lane or he's got countered really hard, he's the one that needs to spend every last penny on armor and potions to try to keep himself in the game and not lose his lane. If you're doing really well, that 75 gold is not, unless it's the difference between getting a Rabadon's and not getting a Rabadon's, which it almost never is. You should really just buy the ward, and even, get 2 wards if you're mid. Having a ward on both sides of the mid lane during the laning phase is incredibly useful. It lets you push and kill the enemy near their tower and know that there's nobody there to counter gank you. It actually gets you more kills to spend the money on wards.
Yep. And that's the big argument for wards. It's like, why should I spend 75 gold? And Freelancer's poking me, so I will be right back.
All right. So, I think he just wants to make sure we're ready. Perhaps.
Oh, is that what it is? There we go. And if you spin that ward, and you see a jungler coming to gank you, you can back off. Your 75 gold just got paid for, instantly.
Yep.
If you never see the jungler, and you get a kill in your lane, it just got paid for.
All right.
I have to rejoin the game?
He wanted me to leave and come back so that they can switch one of the teams around, I guess.
Oh, gotcha.
Let me see if I can find Freelancer's game. Or is it called TL's? What does it have the name in there?
I think it's Freelancer hosting it. So.
Oh, I have to search for private games.
Yes, very important.
There it is.
And so yes, the 75
Game
gold
is
isn't
full.
huge. It's 3
Oh, I have
minions.
to click spectate, I think. Oh, spectate is an option. Is it full up in there? Is there a spectator slot?
It says game is full for me because I left the same time you did.
I can't click the spectator button either.
Me neither.
Huh. Alright, well, we're going to take another quick break while we try to figure this out. Sorry, guys. Alright, got it figured out. I guess I just had to refresh it. It's working now. Okay, you should be able to join now as a spectator there, Coup de Gras.
Yes, I'm looking for the game right now.
Alright, so this is, by the way, the Team Legacy in-house league night. We just decided to cast it this evening for fun, and if you enjoyed this, if you are looking for a group of people to play League with, to play WildStar in the future with, I think we've got a bunch of people playing Neverwinter online, and we got some people playing the Marvel Heroes MMO now, and what else is the big one? I can just look on TeamSpeak here and see what all the big channels are. Minecraft is still popular. A lot of people playing Minecraft. Still a few people playing Guild Wars 2. Rift is actually a big one right now as well. A lot of people into that. We're actually talking about getting back into PlanetSide 2. They've had a lot of big updates since that came out. So that's another thing that we're interested in. So if you want to be part of our community, it's real easy. Just jump on our TeamSpeak server. All the info's at teamlegacy.net. Check out the website. We've got forums there. We've got a lot of good stuff coming up. We do these in-house league matches on Saturday nights. We do, league sporadically throughout the rest of the week, but we also have TF2 nights, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. It's incredibly fun. It's a great group of people. We have a strict no drama policy. We don't talk about politics. We don't talk about religion, and that means there's no stress. Nobody gets upset. There's no passive aggressive stuff. It's all cool. It's all cool. There's one rule. Well, there's a couple rules, but the main rule: don't be a dick. The Will Wheaton rule. You know, that's
the best rule. I mean,
I always get my orange juice as my casting fuel. It's got sugar, it's got electrolytes, and it's wet.
God, what plants crave?
It's got Brando. All right. So what else we have going on? Well, I've been casting some Company of Heroes 2 actually, or I will be soon. I mean, I was casting while I was playing the game. And it looks like we are finally getting to the part where they actually play the second match. So let's jump in there right now. Here we go. So as we can see on the blue team, we have Serena, Little Raptor, Freelancer, Guro Neko, and Mythquesser. And on the purple team, we got Lonnie Haskell, Abloek, Sneaky Buffalo, Mew Mew Pew Pew, and Rum 987. I happen to know, I think that Little Raptor and Serena, Serena are both great players. I think they're in silver. Freelancer's definitely at least a silver caliber player. Kuro might be a gold. Do you know if he's gold?
It depends on who he's playing and what role he's playing.
There you go.
He's definitely a gold player.
Mew Mew
AD
Pew
carry,
Pew
though.
definitely I think is a gold player. Quelp plays a ton of League, and so we've got a very decently balanced matchup here. So we got the first bands coming out: Yorick, Amumu, and Diana. Some fairly strong champions if they get to snowball. There goes the targeted ban on Talon, not letting Freelancer have his favorite. But I'm guessing we're going to see him grab Master Yi because he's just as annoying as any Master Yi can ever be. The ban on Thresh allows Blue Team to get Blitzcrank instead. So that implies that Purple Team was more worried about Thresh than Blitz. And, you know, I think they're probably equally bad, given any situation where they land their pull.
Yeah. And the Lee Sin ban going directly to Guro Neko, which I'm pretty sure he's feeling about.
All right, so we are just getting started here. We've got the two supports picked first, which is something that typically happens because it's hard to counter a support the same way that you would counter someone playing a mid champion or a top champion. And now we see Singed getting picked almost certainly for the top lane. A great tank and a great split pusher. That's where you have one person on your team pushing way deep into enemy territory, and then he has the skills to get out of enemy territory even if they catch him without dying, and Singed is one of the best characters to do that with.
Yeah, I remember a while ago in a TL in-house where I was playing Singed, managed to get away from a Kha'Zix, Morgana, and a Mordekaiser with less than 100 HP, which is quite fun.
Impressive. Alright, so next we get to see there's the AD carry. Little Raptor and Serena actually are a couple, and they often play duo bot lane together, so they are going to be fairly coordinated, as they have done this many times before. Let's see, Freelancer probably picking between, if he's going mid, he's probably picking between Yi and Nidalee. Those are his go-to characters in the mid lane. Let's see what he picks. Oh, he's trying out a new one. I have not seen him play Lux before, but it's also pretty decently up his style. There's a lot of skill to it. If you can nail the skill shots with Lux, you can easily just grab Magi's and go to town. So very skilled champion, requires a lot of finesse, and positioning is super, super important with Lux.
Yeah, and she's very bursty, which is right up Freelancer's aisle. And she has a lot of range to catch people out and allow Blitz enough time to land that grab with her snare. So there's a lot of synergy going on with Blue Team. Purple Team, Quelp or Mew Mew instantly locking Kha'Zix. Very confident in his ability to go against Freelancer mid. And then of course Nautilus, very solid jungler. We saw it last game. Really good at ganking, but sadly towards the late game, Blue just overshadowed him a little bit.
Yeah. And what's interesting is purple team's going to have a lot of split pushing capability because Kha'Zix is another champion that you just can't catch. He's got that disappearing act he pulls, and he's got that leap that allows him to, if he's anywhere near the jungle, get away from you. Because between that and Flash, you just can't catch him. But Shen being picked up by the blue team, which is definitely something they needed. They don't really have any tanks at all. I mean, Blitz can build tanky, but the only tanky ability he has on him is his passive, which is not terribly good as far as tanky abilities go. But neither team has a lot of... Actually, no, that's not true. Purple team's got 3 major tanks. So if it gets to late game, I have a feeling they are going to be able to just jump and initiate in on every fight and not care at all.
Yeah. The big problem Blue is going to have against this purple team is getting to Varus. Varus has a AoE snare ult, which he hits one person and it branches out to everyone else. You have Kha'Zix, who can AoE slow with his spines. You have Nautilus, who tanks. You have Singed, who tanks and flings people. And you have Leona, who peels for your AD carry. So, and the only real diver they have is Kuro, and he's going to have, like I said, a very tough time killing Varus. I honestly think, just pure team comp-wise, Purple's going to win this game.
Yeah, about the only way that changes is if blue team stomps bot lane, which they have the potential to do. Like I said, Little Raptor and Serena are both, play together often. So they should have a slight advantage due to that alone. And if they can stomp bot lane, that can give them a lot of, a Fed Ezreal is really strong in the mid game. And he's hard to catch, too. So even though you've got Leona that can try to jump on him, you've got Nautilus that can try to grab, and you can even have Singe try to go and flip him, he's got, 2 flashes to get away from all that and then blow the rest of his, his cooldowns and be okay. So if you've got the poke team versus the tank team here, for all intents and purposes, because Zed also super good at poking from a decent range because of those shadow characters. So this is really going to come down to if purple team can initiate on blue, they win the team fight. Bam. Yeah. But if blue team can initiate on purple team by either poking somebody really low and then, jumping in on them, or by grabbing somebody squishy with Blitzcrank, or grabbing somebody with the binding from Lux, I think that will get them the win on the team fights.
Yeah, this is a classic case of sort of the holy trinity that I like to call in League, where a sustain team comp beats a tanky team comp. Or an initiator team comp. And a poke beats sustain, and an initiate beats poke. This is because if the initiator initiates, as the name suggests, on the poke team, they don't really have anything to deal with the people in their face. They have to deal damage at range, not in their face. So if purple team is able to get good initiates on blue, blue will more likely crumble. But if blue is able to get decent poke, like you said, on purple, purple might crumble. So it's going to come down to whether the fight starts 10 seconds early or 10 seconds later.
Yep, absolutely. So I think wards are going to be the decider of this game as a result. Because of this particular team comp, catching one person is going to be the difference between blue team winning or losing.
Yeah, and Blitz has to be very careful who he grabs, because you're going to have Leona, Singe, and Nautilus in the front. And if you grab any one of those, your team is going to rage at you.
Yep. It's like they might as if only they had Karthus or Fiddlesticks. Like, please pull us. A team of please pull us. Like, yeah, hey, they pick Blitz. Quick, pick people that want to be in the enemy's face. Every single one. Like, even Graves. That would be the final pick to round this out. Graves is like, he's the AD carry that doesn't mind being in your face because he's got all the armor and magic resist.
And the closer you are, the more damage he does with all his abilities.
With the Q, yeah, exactly. So this is finally counting down the delay. Spectator delay, super important, but damn if it isn't annoying.
Yeah.
And now we're jumping into the actual game. So let's get this started. Stonewall thinks Blue's going to win. He's commenting that Blue's going to win. And for somebody who asked, any chances these games will be uploaded in the next few days? Soulscast is asking if these are going to be uploaded, but yes, it is true what somebody said in the comments there. As soon as this is over, it's going to be available directly on YouTube, which is one of the benefits of streaming on YouTube like this, is it'll have that sort of situation going, and it also keeps the comments from the games, which is also nice. So that happens to be one of the things I like the most about it. The other thing that I like about it is I can do this, and I don't know when or if that will work. Somebody's going to have to tell me. I just click the add button because I can just insert an ad in the middle, but I've never got it to work right. Like if I want to take a break and say, let's put an ad while I to go get a drink. That doesn't hurt anybody, and it makes a little money for me if I'm streaming, but I hit the button, and it's like randomly before or after by like 15 or 20 seconds when I thought it was going to go. So the people in the chat are going to be like, yeah, that didn't happen anytime near when you thought you did. All right, so here we go. Game is the starting. Let's see what kind of item builds we have here off the bat. I'm going to try to get things organized. We're going to have Nautilus, Jungle, Esbot, Leona, and Blitz going here. Going top, there we go. Actually, nope, that's Zed Jungle. So, we've got a Singed grabbing Cloth and 5 potions. That's a typical build against a kind of AD champion going up against Shen. Now, Shen, I thought he does a decent amount of magic damage. Yeah.
I would put him in the range of like 60% magic, 40% physical.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by that. Now, let me see here, because yeah, Vorpal Blade is magic. I think, in fact, most of his abilities are magic. It's only his auto attacks which aren't.
Yeah, and his Key Strike is also magic.
Yep. So, that's interesting. He might be building it into something specific.
Mm.
I mean, that's still going to help against any auto attacks that hit him, but it's not a typical opening. I mean, very few people grab a Null Magic Mantle plus potions, just because it's much more expensive than the cloth armor.
Yeah, it doesn't offer you as much sustain because you can only afford, I think, 2 potions. So.
Yep. 400 plus the 2 potions.
Yep.
Neither side go into an early initiation here. Nobody trying to invade the other team's jungle. Purple team seems to be doing a much better job of actually watching their jungle.
Yeah. And a red pot on Kazakhs. We have to keep our eye on that one.
Ah, yes, because that Elixir of Fortitude gives him a bunch of health for 3 minutes and a big chunk of attack damage. So he's going to pop that right before he goes to initiate on an enemy where he really wants to win the fight. So we'll definitely see that happen at some point here.
Yep. Standard blue shenanigans going on. Bottom picking up golems. They're actually looking to change that and make every one of these smaller camps spawn, or at least the golem camp spawn at about 145, which would mean if it spawns at 145, it's going to take them an extra 5 seconds to do, and that will of course negate the laning advantage because a few minions in lane will die while the bottom lane isn't there. And that's just one thing that Riot's sort of trying to circumvent the whole.
Oh yes, because there's a small advantage, yeah, because blue side has those golems and purple side does not.
Mm-hmm. But it's awkward because if you have a Riven top and she does golems, then she's going to hit level 2 before the other top laner. And a level 2 Riven is among the most scary level 2 champion in the game, so.
Been watching this top lane fight, and it looks like Singe has been doing a pretty good job of just walking and making sure that Shen walks all over that potion, only he's running out of mana.
Yeah, mana's a big problem.
And, you know, Shen doesn't care. He's got enough potions to keep him going here. But it looks like Singe does too. Singe actually has more potions. So now he's sort of taking some time to recharge his mana. I think he's in a good position right now.
Yeah, another thing, Shen gets HP back on his auto attacks on the Vorpal Blade, and whenever he kills something with the Vorpal Blade, so that's a little bit extra regen for Shen. And Singe is basically out of mana. He can't fling if he ever wants to. He can only poison trail at the moment, so.
Yep, I'm looking right now, and it looks like, you know, in the bot lane, what you're going to want to see is Lonnie on Leona, jumping onto Ez, locking him down, and allowing Varus to get 2 or 3 good solid auto attacks in there, plus maybe one of his abilities to pop his, what is it called, the corruption, the blighted quiver.
The blight, yeah.
So if Lonnie plays aggressive enough and manages to lock down Little Raptor, they can probably win the early game here. I mean, that's when Leona's really strong. If they get poked at all, and Leona can't jump in like that without risking her life, then she's useless as a bot lane partner. She's very good at being early aggressive, but if you ever can't be aggressive anymore, she might as well go back.
Yeah. It's one of those things where you're damned if, or you, how do I phrase it? It's not damned if you don't, damned if you do. But it's a very high risk, high reward type situation with Leona. You either get the kill or you give up a kill, essentially, because she's an all-in support. She can't really walk in and then walk out, especially against a Blitzcrank. So.
Man, the camera keeps taking us to top lane. I want to see what's going on in mid lane. Looks like Freelancer's having a bit of a tough time up against Quelp there, but Freelancer actually knew that he was going to have a hard time against this AD mid. Kha'Zix is, really good for jumping on enemy champions.
Pull bottom, maybe? No?
Huh.
We had a gank bottom.
Oh, the pull was on cooldown at that moment.
Yeah,
Must
I
have
didn't
missed it
see
earlier.
the pull get used, so because camera keeps going top.
Both teams having, actually Purple Team had the ward in the enemy bottom bush there, which was very useful, probably what allowed them to see it coming. Was that a lane gank?
I think it was through Tribush.
Oh, okay. It looks like they actually didn't have a ward watching that way, so that's why it came so close, I guess.
Yeah. And Nautilus ganking top, nothing really coming of it.
Yeah, top seems to be just both teams hitting each other, although Singed is out of potions. He's going to have to go back. That's a small win right there for Shen. Going to be able to free farm without any problems. Meanwhile, it looks like both mids took huge sustain. I mean, Kha'Zix didn't buy anything except potions. Maybe wards.
The red pot and potions
is
all he grabs.
That's right.
And then
he already used the red pot.
Yeah. And Freelancer running out of mana very quickly. Lux is actually extremely mana hungry early. And it was a good choice of him to get the flask, to sort of give him that both HP and mana regen out of the item. But it's just not having an actual item, just a sustain.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Got his Q off before the jump, allowed him to stay out of range of anything except for his what is it? The spikes, void spikes. I'm trying to learn all the champions' abilities, but it's going to take a long time. I've gotten partway through the A's. I can do Akali, a Mumu, Alistair, and a Nivea.
Forgot Ari.
And Ari. I've got them so far. But that's it.
Yeah. I actually don't know the exact names of all the champions' abilities. I just do W, E, and R. And I know what they do, so...
Yeah, but when you're
I'm sort of
talking
in the
about
same
it, it
boat.
sounds much more impressive when you can name every single ability out of the, what is it? 500 if you include all the passives.
Yeah. I probably couldn't even tell you 10 passive names. I can tell you what they all do, but not what their names are.
Alright, let's see. Trying to keep in mind what's going on here. Looking at the monetary situation.
Varus gets grabbed, easy in for the burst. Varus exhausted, is exhausted. Oh, wow. The burst from Varus, and they both kill each other.
Wow. Only I think, Varus got the first blood, right? That's why,
Yep.
That's slight advantage now to Purple Team. They also had a slight advantage from, just a very slight advantage from a few more creep kills.
Yeah, and he's actually doing the Varus build that I prefer over what everyone tells me to do. Everyone tells you to level his little AoE skill. Again, can't remember what it's called. But I like leveling his Q. And Lonnie getting caught out and blown up by Freelancer. That was a nice Q into a ER combo from Lux. Or Lucent Singularity.
The typical Lux kill you build.
Yep.
So what is the advantage? So what do you level up instead of the Hail of Arrows?
Yeah, back to that. I level up Q, which actually gives you way more single target damage and a higher burst. It's just with the AoE, it gives you more utility. The slow is a lot bigger. And of course AoE damage. And a lot of people underestimate the damage of even a just quick pull Q, where you don't charge it up all the way. You just sort of fling it out there, and it actually does quite a bit of damage to the first target you hit. It's almost like Caitlyn's Peacemaker. It just does a huge amount of damage to the first person you hit.
Yeah, you only need 1 point in Blighted Quiver, right? Because if you have every other point doesn't increase the bonus damage, it's just on health.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
When you increase Blight, it increases the initial magic damage, like it goes from 10 to 14 or whatever, from 1 to 2. But it also increases the percent damage per Blight.
Freelancer might get caught here. Nautilus pulling it in, and now Kha'Zix's going to try and secure the kill.
Got to go for the burst.
Super bursting. Gosh. He's got it, absolutely. Didn't even need that Nautilus ult.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
The burst from Kha'Zix is just ridiculous, especially when you're alone. His Q just does so much more damage.
Yeah, that's a really interesting mechanic, too, and I only learned that recently, that he does more damage if you're alone. That's what makes him such a ridiculously good jungler. A missed Q there by Blitz. Did not quite get it. Although it looked like he was aiming at Leona, which would have been a bad thing to pull anyway, in comparison. Yeah. Kuro walking directly into the enemy!
Oh, and he still lands the hook.
Very nice, very nice. Well, not nice for him, but definitely a little bit of an error there. They were both missing mid, and he's like, I wonder what's in the jungle over here, and goes to find out. Not a good thing. Purple team going for a big gank bot. They could dive that tower, and there it is. Varus getting pulled. Oh, no, it took him too long. Leona, though, might lock him down long enough for Kha'Zix to do the damage that's required to get the double kill.
Yeah, Kha'Zix is going to pick this up easily. Nautilus is going to successfully tank that tower, and they're just going to walk away. The thing with that is Leona was nowhere near Varus, and Varus got caught with that grab and instantly killed, which, I mean, is the only misplay they had. And I was just wondering where Leona was, because you could see them coming up, and Leona was walking back towards the tower. It was just a huge misplay.
Very nice there. Freelancer tried to grab Lonnie there, Leona, in first the Q, and then tried to predict a movement with the Lucent Singularity, and Lonnie purposefully walked around it. A lot of people would panic and just go, oh, somebody's coming, I better walk backwards, and you have to avoid that. If Lux is trying to give you a specific place to go, you want to go around it. All right, so Kha'Zix already took that mid tower, means that Freelance is going to have a lot harder time farming mid, because, I mean, he's a poke champion. If Kha'Zix ever catches up to him, it's game over. The only way he survives mid-game, or the early game, is to be able to run back to that tower. Now he's got no tower to retreat to.
Yeah, and Kha'Zix is rushing pure attack damage right now, aside from the tier, which is going to change into a Mirror Mana here soon. So generally just all of his abilities and his Q are going to do massive amounts of damage.
Shen's in trouble. Uses the flash to try and get out. It looks like he's going to make it, even with the poison on him. It's not quite going to kill him.
But Quelp, he whiffs the spines, but he still picks up the kill. Is it going to pick him up? Oh, the dot, nope. Crow just incredibly unlucky, and then Lux Laser. No.
Oh, Lux Laser almost got him. Very nice. That would have been significantly useful for blue team if they could have grabbed that. But right now, it is definitely not quite as close as last game. But, look.
The Ezalt.
Oh, he didn't. I don't know if he saw it coming. But
yeah, went through mid. I think Freelancer called that one out because he was walking towards mid and saw it.
So it definitely is looking to be in favor of Purple Team, but it is not over yet. It is only barely in favor of Purple Team at this point. Purple has not gone back to buy and take advantage of the money they just made, so it is still anybody's game right now.
Yeah, and like we were talking about in the pregame chat, it's blue team is all about catching that person out. So it doesn't matter how far you are ahead. If you get caught out, you're dead.
Yep, exactly.
And Leona doing a pretty questionable play there and having to burn flash. So.
Excuse me.
Well, easily picking up blue.
Alright, so let's take a quick look here at what everybody is building. Now, Kha'Zix is building a Bloodthirster, and like you said, probably a Muramana, which makes sense. Well, almost certainly a Muramana, I should say. Very useful.
Engagement going on bottom.
Oop, oop.
Chenault coming in on Blitz. Teleport coming down. And that's an easy kill for Singed.
Maybe
Singed
another
caught
one. Oh,
way
yes.
out.
Another blue
Oh,
player.
here comes Lux. That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen with Ezreal, but picks up the kill on Ezreal. Don't really know how, but
Yeah, I thought blue team had that. There was 4 people all of a sudden there.
yeah. I think what happened was Singed flashed towards Ezreal, and then Ezreal eat over. Oh, Crow trying to do the jukes, but he's caught way out of position. Too much.
No.
And then Ezreal gets flung back to where Singed originally flung him back, so it was just a huge triangle of things. And then Ez got caught in
League of
poison
Legends
and died.
is like a triangle. All
Yeah.
right?
It's like a triangle.
Ooh, that's a big money turner right there. Dragon and a bunch of kills in bot lane. It's just getting worse and worse for blue team. They have to catch up here. They have to catch a couple of characters in the jungle, ambush them. They need the wards in the right place. It looks like right now purple team's got great ward coverage over the dragon area and way over near blue, inside blue team's area of the jungle. So, I mean, their warding is just much better right now.
Yeah, they have very aggressive wards. They know they're in the lead. They know they can sort of get those forward wards out. Well, might get caught. He has jump available, and he jumps over one of the thickest walls in the game. And
Yep.
just walks away.
Shen, oh no. Trying to catch him, already burned his... Oh, there we go. Lux used the flash. Gonna get him. Gotta use the laser. Where's the laser? Oh no. Laser's on cooldown. I didn't notice it. And I think, yes, he's gonna get out. And he's got such low health. Can't believe he made it. 19 health he made it out with.
Yeah, and Freelancer running for his life, Singed, deciding not to go for it.
So no kills there. But Kha'Zix...
No, Crow died. I
Oh,
think.
I'm sorry. I looked to the right, I looked to the left, and completely missed the fact that Zed was on res. Okay, so damn, that is just. I keep hoping. I always hope for the underdog because I want a good game. So I keep thinking like, oh, no kills there. At least blue didn't lose anybody. Aw.
Yeah, they caught Kha'Zix way out, but Kha'Zix, being Kha'Zix, can just jump over some of the.
Oh, big initiation
walls.
bot lane. It looks like Serena's the target. And Little Raptor, though, might get... Oh, no! He got him with the ultimate! They kill each other! Very nice! Actually, much in favor of Ez there. He actually got another 150 gold more than he normally would have. He wasn't worth that much, and he took the enemy out who was worth 300. So very, very good. Once you're this far behind, trading 1-for-1 is actually a benefit to you.
Yeah. It just gets you that much further into your late game build. And especially on your AD carry. If your AD carry's like going to die, it's still really good for them to get a kill before they die. And then Quup, or maybe Pew stealing red buff, doing his thing. Did he just use his ult? I think he just used his ult.
Uh-oh. Blitz trying to get away from the tower. He knew they were going to gank him. Zed just unable to do enough damage to even dent them. Or he missed all his skill shots.
I think it's a combination of probably a little bit of both, but Jungle Zed really doesn't start up that well. So he doesn't really have a lot of AD right now. He only has a long sword, a machete, and a Vamp Scepter for damage, which isn't a large amount by any means.
Oh no, and now he's going down.
Caught out and instantly blown up by Kha'Zix.
Yeah, he should not have tried to chase Kha'Zix through there. Kha'Zix is just a fed beast right now, and top lane, Singed and Shen just, they're just playing.
Yeah,
Shen-
Singed winning out on the matchup quite well.
And Shen hasn't used his ult once yet, has he?
He used it once bottom to save Blitz. Other than that, I can't.
What was Blitz trying to do there? I don't know. Maybe it would have worked. That seems unlikely. Kha'Zix stealing blue. He's just taking everything. This is my jungle.
Yeah, those aggressive wards really paying off for purple team.
All right. I do need a nap. No, I got up early. I had to go to work this morning, unfortunately. Oh, Blitz again, not quite able to get this. I'm very surprised. Lonnie and Room working really well together for a team that hasn't really... I don't think they've worked together all that often, at least not in comparison to Serena and Little Raptor. So they've been holding their own, which is pretty good. Kha'Zix, again, that's like the third time he's killed Zed in the jungle. Oh, man.
And he actually went all the way through the Shin ult as well. And then we see Blitzcrank getting caught out by the Varus ult, getting blown up. Leona stealing kill. Scumbag Leona. Easy. Jumping over walls.
Yeah.
Getting away from ganks.
I think
See,
Leona's...
and that is why you level up Q. You just chunk them down.
Yes. Shen, danger! Danger, Shen! They have a ward there. You're alone.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to go for it.
Yeah, Ez is the most fed person on blue team, and even he can't get anybody down.
Yeah, and this is another reason I hate blue build. You are useless mid-game. Sorry.
It's only useful in the late game?
Yes. You just don't have the damage in the mid-game.
What's the advantage of this? So it seems like a hybrid build, right?
It's a utility build. I don't know if you played around when Trinity Force was the big item to rush on like Corki, Ezreal when they were huge. It's more for utility, catching people, sustaining, doing that rather than dealing damage. But if you're going against an 80 carry like Varus, who in this situation built a BT first instead of a Spirit of the Elder Lizard and a Sheen and a Tear. Yes, Ezreal has a ton of mana. Yes, he has a ton of regen. Yes, he has these cool little things that proc whenever he attacks. In hindsight, Varus is still going to do way more damage than he does, simply because he has raw attack damage, rather than his utility things.
So in any sustained fight, he's just going to immediately take the advantage.
Yeah.
Again, poke team versus engage team.
Yeah. And every time I see Ezreal do blue build and rush Spirit of the Lizard King, I'm just like, get a BT. That's all I'm asking.
That's a red thing, though. You can't put a red thing in blue build.
I know.
Yeah, when you start choosing your items based on the color scheme, you might not... Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, Kha'Zix. Oh.
Jesus!
Gets caught, though. Everyone on blue team lining everything up, just not dealing enough damage.
It looked... How did 3 of them catch Kha'Zix out and then lose? I don't understand. That keeps happening.
Kha'Zix just does too much damage. Leona ult just too much CC and hold, and overall just too much damage.
Man, this is a Singed doesn't care situation going on here.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things about Singed. Oh, you're hitting me. Okay. And?
Exactly. Flip the creep. You know you want to. Uh-oh, uh-oh. He might be caring too much. Maybe not.
Another thing with Singed, if you don't care, you never die. It's when you start caring that you die.
That's why Singed is a great character for new players. Although, after they stop playing Singed, they will have no idea of how to judge when they should run away or not.
Yeah.
Like, I never had to run away before. What is this nonsense? Oh, no.
It's the fling and the finish.
Blue team needs to get together and not be split up anymore. Look, again, purple team's wards all inside the enemy's jungle.
Yeah, very, very aggressive wards. But when you're 14k ahead, you can afford to do that, especially when you have all the outer turrets down. So the map control by Purple Demon is just ridiculous right now, and they're even afraid to let Shin split push, and he really needs to be split pushing just to get pressure off of the rest of his teammates.
Yep. And now we've got, again, Purple just completely taking everything in the jungle, just raiding and pillaging their way through the enemy jungle. Their jungle's fine, by the way. Their jungle has creeps everywhere. Red's up, wolves are up, wraiths are up, golems are up, but uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yes, I believe they may have actually finally caught someone to get a kill on Ezreal, who is the one who really needs it, because he needs to actually be useful in these fights. He's just not doing enough damage. That'll help him a lot.
Yeah, and I just want to point out that Ezreal is actually building a gauntlet right now, which, again, isn't a huge damage-dealing item. And what blue team needs is damage.
They're the poke team. They need to be able to burst people down, but right now they don't have enough damage to do it.
Yeah, like I said, he does have a ton of mana. He can spam his abilities, and that's great. But he's not doing any damage. That's why I don't really like blue build, but that's me being biased. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You're here to be biased. That's your job. Looks like purple is thinking about Baron right now.
Yep. Blue doesn't have any vision on it. They do have that ward by race, which will clue them in, but
yep, they
won't
do
be
have the
able to
clue,
see
but
Baron.
the enemy has a ward knowing that Ez is coming this way. Ezreal's got his ult up. He could try to steal it. So could Lux, but Lux isn't going anywhere near it.
Yeah. Looks like they're just gonna engage,
Shen!
blow up Shin, catch Blitz. Shin tries to ult out.
No, he
Not
tried to ult
successful.
onto Blitz.
Oh. Once again, Singe making it out with 10 HP. Oh, Freelancer, you are in so much trouble.
It
Oh,
would
he
have
whiffs the spines. But Varus there to...
it would have worked fine if Kha'Zix didn't exist.
Yeah.
he planned everything except that Kha'Zix was there.
Yep. And,
Lux
you know,
is so hard to play against a super diving champion like Kha'Zix.
yeah.
I would not want to be in his position.
And red team just picking up Baron at their leisure. No Ezreal. I think he used it. Yeah, it's on cooldown.
Yeah, it's on cooldown. He used it at the beginning of that fight. It almost got them a kill. Actually, it did get them one kill, didn't it? I thought they killed somebody.
They killed Nautilus.
Yeah.
I think.
No, Nautilus isn't dead. I think they killed, yeah, they killed Singed at the very beginning of that fight, if I'm not mistaken.
No, Singe did not.
He got away?
Yeah,
That's
he got away.
he's
with,
the
like,
only
less
one they
than
got
100 HP.
anybody low. Oh, man. A little reprieve here now as Blue is able to try to get some money from their jungle, but really it's Purple's team to the game to lose right now.
Yep.
If Blue can continue to hang on, the money gap will start to matter less and less. I mean, how close is Purple to their full build right now? Actually, not terribly close. I mean, it's only 26 minutes in. It feels like it's been longer.
Yeah. I mean, no one really has more than 3 items. I guess Kha'Zix has 3 items. Nautilus has 2. Singed has 2.5.
I'm just looking for the light at the end of the tunnel for Blue here, but I don't see it coming.
Yeah. Most of them really only have 1 item. Ezreal has 2.5, but that's because his items are relatively cheap. Singed, Shin. Who knows what Shin's building? Zed with a blade. I don't really quite like a blade on Zed. And then Rabbidos.
Right
on
now
Lux.
is a time that Blue could totally initiate, but they don't know that because they don't have any wards around.
Yep.
Instead, Purple's still the one with wards all in their jungle.
Excuse me. I need
Zed.
caffeine myself.
Yeah.
Singe pushing top like he should be. Everyone else bottom.
Oh no, they're taking the bait. They're going for Singed. Why is
Let's-
Purple pinging so much?
I think they're just trying to group up and waiting for everyone.
Uh-oh. Blue is split. They cannot afford to be split right now. They have to sacrifice one side in order to get kills on the enemy.
Yep.
Instead, they've got 2 people going after Singed, and that's not enough.
Nope.
Although they've got their best pokers in bot lane to clear it out. That might work. Uh-oh.
don't
Might
think this is
be
gonna be
enough
enough.
for Singed. Oh, no, Zed now. Shen trying to
Oh.
help. Oh.
Easily getting caught out.
Yep, could see that coming. The two pokers in bot lane could only last so long, even under the tower.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Singe never
Singe
died,
actually has
and he
quite a
could
bit
go
of
for a
HP, so
triple
his-
kill. He could get a triple kill here. He would have gotten a triple kill if they hadn't surrendered. Oh,
Yep.
man. They just really should have just left Singe to the top and tried to fight 5v4 bot lane. But that's
Yeah,
the situation, because then if Purple Team does it right, they dance backwards and let Singe take a tower. That's so annoying to play against. How do you beat that?
When you're this far behind, you really don't. I
Oh,
mean,
okay. What if you
But-
weren't this far behind?
my mentality towards it is
By Shirelius.
you 5v4 and you kill them. Like, you have to at that point in time. If you wait too long, he's going to push the tower down. If you don't, he's going to push the tower down. So my mentality towards it is kill them, don't chase, and then go back for Singed. If he gets half the HP on the tower down, that's better than the tower being totally down.
Yeah, it's just that when you have a team like that and the four at the bottom know how to play right, they just don't engage. They don't let you engage. They move out of your range at exactly the right time, and you can't catch them. You flash, they flash. That's the most annoying thing. We have to engage on you. Where are you going?
Yeah. I think a lot of it also, like, in teams in that situation is they go to initiate and everyone backs away and everyone keeps chasing. That's the thing, you can't keep chasing. If they blow flashes, awesome, you've won. Stop chasing and go deal with Singe real quick. So
It's the ping pong effect.
Yep.
So we can see here, yeah, just looking at that, the lowest amount of gold on the purple team is still more than the highest gold on the blue team there. Let me see. 7-9. Yep, that's exactly correct. Ooh, that was a tough one. Like you said, though, at the very beginning, that initiation team, if they get snowballing, it's almost impossible to stop them.
hmm yeah, it was just a team comp thing.
All right. I am going to call it a night as far as the casting it goes, because I am now exhausted. Though I might jump into the next in-house myself. I'll keep the stream going for that if you guys are interested in watching and, you know, me fail and do my bronze best in the next game. So Coup de Gras maybe jump in the game too now that we're done casting here.
Yeah, I might.
All right. Give us a second. I'm going to take a small break. I'll be back and stream the next game from my perspective, actually playing it. So be there or be somewhere else.
Sound
each other.
resumed.
Right.
Not because they want to play together. Oh no.
No.
Feud, what are you doing? Go back.
Everyone could hear everything Bridger says in my mic.
Well, see, that's the good part. So now all you gotta do is like convey whatever he's saying to our team.
Lonnie, are you ranked at all?
Mm-mm. I'd say I'm probably silver, like low silver.
Feud, go ahead and move down.
User
And then
joined
Lonnie
your
come
channel.
over.
Buddy joined your channel.
And then we're good. Yeah, it kind of snowballed, and then we didn't want to give up, for the sake of the cast. So yeah, I played like uber defensively the whole game.
Yeah, I played like shit the whole game.
I just
We
had the
actually had a
wrong
really good
champ
team
against
comp for
Kazakhs.
getting
Had I
low
known
and
I
then
was
gets
facing
fully won.
Kazakhs, I would have gone Yi and just
Hey,
troll.
Bridger, did you save those? I missed the first game.
There's the bookmark. Just bookmark that.
Well, I mean, yeah, I have that as it, but I've never seen. Okay, sweet. I'll bookmark that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I like how it saves the comments during the stream and it adds it to the video.
That's neat.
Are you using XSplit to stream to it? Very cool.
You got a license for XSplit? Ah.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't, I was going to convert you over to OBS.
OBS is horrible.
Very,
I'm
very
using
horrible.
Yeah, well,
exactly.
yeah.
It's great if you don't have money.
Yeah, it's good. It's actually bias aside. It's for a free. It's far better than XSplit's free version.
Yeah, I mean, I've been using XSplit's professional license, but actually it just expired. But I won't be streaming for a while, at least until this winter. So.
Yeah. All right. Does anybody want to manually join the spectator slots? But Bridger is still streaming.
So is Fudaman.
Okay.
Oh, I want to get on the
So
streaming
is
party.
Uh-huh. Can listen to Pi.
If I spectate, I won't be streaming.
User joined
but
your channel.
I'll still spectate if you need people.
Alright, so basically everybody on blue team, we're gonna open up
Alright.
Fudaman's.
Let's go ahead and switch channels.
Buddy left your channel. User left your channel. Buddy left your channel. User left your channel. Switched. Joined your channel.
You're in the wrong separator.
Channel switched. User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
I care about these teams.
Don't be scared.
Can I just say that OP that
User
we have
was
2
moved to
people
your
streaming,
channel.
they don't have anyone that can stream snipe us?
It's 3 minutes
Not
past,
anymore.
though, isn't it? Oh.
Does Fudaman have it delayed? I was kidding. I'm just wondering.
It's gonna be a tough game, y'all. All right. Let's,
Which has about 2 seconds.
Let's pick roles. Let's do it.
I'll support unless somebody else wants to.
You're supporting.
Bridger and I make a pretty ridiculous team. Bot.
I'm good at middle.
Prodigy, what do you play?
I can fill anywhere.
As our highest ranked member, you need to pick something that'll hopefully carry us.
I can really do anything. Like, honestly.
Fud. Fud, what do you want to play?
I would like to middle.
Okay.
Are you comfortable top, Warpath?
I'll play whatever, I don't care.
Food, just be aware that Freelancer's going middle.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Okay, just checking.
I'm gonna play my best middle if they don't ban it, which is Malzahar.
Nice.
Interesting.
Outdated pick. But it could work.
Perhaps.
Well, if he picks Talon, I'll pick something that counters him. Ish. There's not much that counters a Talon.
Just go tanky.
Choga?
something.
I can Lee Sin versus Talon if we let him Talon.
I'll play Teemo. No, I'm just kidding.
He wasn't really counter Talon.
I know. I was making a joke.
No.
Oh, what the balls.
She's
I'm
banning.
picking.
They're banning. I don't even know.
Ban Jace.
Prowl's gonna Jace jungle.
Prowl's
Ban
gonna
Jace. Ban Jace.
be
No, I'm
pissed.
dead serious. Ban Jace.
I would let him play Jace, honestly.
No, don't. Just because I hate that champion unless I'm playing him.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm not
Prowl's
gonna
right.
ban Hecarim though. I don't want to be a dick.
Prowl's about to message me and say F you. I mean, if you can first pick me Hecarim, then this game could be interesting.
I cannot.
Alright, then ban Heck.
Prowl's
Oh
gonna
my
be
gosh.
pissed.
Ban Sejuani after this.
No.
I'm really not that afraid of a Talon. Sejuani?
Moo.
I really don't
Moo
want to
or
ban all of
Sejuani?
his.
Ban Sejuani, please.
I really don't want to ban all of his juggles. I don't want to be a shitbag.
Fuck, I don't know.
Oh, you fuckers! Ah!
Whoa, wait. Hold on. Yeah,
Amumu.
could have banned Sejuani because he banned your Leona.
Alright, Bridger, what do you think?
Thresh.
I don't have Thresh.
Well, if he goes Talon, I'll go Mordekaiser, tanky Mordekaiser. Or
Tarek,
Vladimir.
Sona, Soraka.
I could Vladimir.
If you could Diana mid, that's a pretty good counter to Talon.
I don't have Diana.
No, it's fine, that's fine.
All the supports are AP, so it doesn't really matter.
No, the AP top's fine. I can pick any jungler I want to. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Fuck.
Gotta hide behind the minions.
Alright, well, let's... What ADC are you
Lonnie's
looking
gonna
at playing?
AD carry. Hmm.
Going AoE.
Misfortune
ADC.
is always a better pick.
Thinking what would be best for team comp as a jungler. I'm thinking Malphite, J4, or Shen.
Fortune doesn't favor fools.
So I think either Mordekaiser or Vladimir if he's gonna go Talon.
He might not. He might go E or something since he's already played Talon.
I am confused. Is Freelancer AD carrying? No.
No. I don't know what's happening.
What the
maybe
hell are they doing?
Mass Frag might be 80
I
carrying.
don't actually think they have an ADC. Like,
It might just-
someone who can play ADC.
No. Coup de Gras is AD carrying with Thresh.
There you go.
Yeah, but then they don't have the
That's what's
support.
happening.
Alright, I'm gonna go Vladimir if he's gonna go.
Udyr support, I guess.
Going AoE. No, because Prowl's jungling.
No, Prowl wouldn't support. Huh.
It's probably Pantheon. Pantheon, Thresh, bottom.
Buddy joined your channel.
Yeah, because Prowl's more likely
Yeah.
to be the jungle, and Free's definitely gonna want the mid. Because that's.
Yeah.
I really
No.
think Lonnie is the support.
No, it's
You
support
got-
Pantheon.
You gotta be really careful early levels against those two, because they all have a lot of CC. You just gotta farm safely.
Miles is gonna get probably beat pretty bad by E.
Want me to play something else?
What is your champion pool?
Middle.
Can you play Rise?
Any middle?
Yeah, I can play Rise.
Rise would probably be better versus E.
Alright. Then Rise it is.
This thing says Cho'Gath #1 counter against Master Yi. Then Malzahar, then Rise.
No, that one's wrong. I've Cho'Gath, then I have Fiddle, then I have Fizz, and then I have Diana.
Those are all counters.
I don't see Malzahar on there at all.
He's at the bottom.
Yeah, he's
Are you
at
guys,
the bottom.
are you guys
of
looking
mine.
at champion select or
He's
something?
before Rise. Yeah.
I'm at low counter.
Yeah. The only
look
thing I
more-
would say against Master Yi is to have an interrupt, but we didn't really get one except for mid lane anyway.
Yeah, well, I was going to get Malzahar because
If
he has
you
a hard
do-
stun.
If I taunt him, it also stops his.
Yeah.
Now we got
whatever.
taunt and we got a stun, so hopefully.
But Malzahar
And
just
a
gets
snare.
out harassed by E. So
Snare, I don't. Well, yeah. It's only slows that don't work against him when he's ultied.
It is Pantheon.
I was wrong. Prowl is gonna lane. Prowl might be going bottom.
that's gonna actually be pretty scary.
Nautilus threats
Yep.
bottom.
Pant top.
We got this, Bridger. We got this.
Buddy left your channel.
Yep.
Just don't go for kills.
I just play passive, use your mana to get kill or minion kills, and
Now I understand why he banned Leona. I thought it was out of spite.
if either of
No.
you gets grabbed by Thresh, it's probably game over for you. Pulled, then pulled back, then Pantheon stun. It's gonna be ugly. Oh, my bad, not Pantheon stun, but Nautilus.
You could always Mage Fortune.
Not a problem.
No.
I love when that happens. God, fucking hate when everyone's just like, team comp doesn't matter, this is solo queue.
Dangerous eyes. I like that.
There's a reason, there's a meta, god damn it.
Whenever I tell people
I don't
that,
know
they're
if you
just
want
like,
to
"You're a
try that here,
follower."
Bridger.
No.
I don't know if you want to try that crazy move here.
A summoner has reconnected. Set sail. 30 seconds until minions.
Yeah, versus Trust Nautilus, that would not end well.
Take this
No.
scroll and stick it somewhere.
I'm starting red,
Would not.
so
Sure you can handle me, summoner?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm starting red.
Rise, come to race.
On my way.
Get cocky.
Minions have spawned.
Oh, I'm Tarek and I'm so gay.
I've got a
Fabulous.
distinct
These
feeling
gems
about
are
this.
truly, truly fabulous.
He's pretty fabulous. Ugh.
Step 2.
Saw you going for that steal on the big one warpath. I saw that.
What?
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, where are they?
Probably taking our blue.
Or helping red?
You've
Oh.
got dangerous eyes. I like
No, I definitely started blue because Taba's in here.
No, they took my blue for sure.
Oh, hello, 3 of you.
I know what I'm doing.
I'm okay with that.
Well,
No, we were up there.
they took my
Step
blue.
2.
Is that my top that was down there still?
Yeah, I was trying to
Hi,
put a
baby.
word, and then
Handle me,
Nautilus said no.
summoner.
That's fine. They didn't really get much out of that.
There we
'Cause I
go.
took their blue.
Where's Pantheon at? Jesus.
He was bottom. He might still be bottom.
Bang.
Beating me,
Fun
Bears
begins.
top.
Whatever, I have a heal. I don't care about you.
Don't get cocky.
Haha.
Get him to follow you. Or you can just completely destroy him. That works too. Hold up, we might be able to do some sneaky plays for the first blood here. Let it push.
It's not likely to, because
Sail.
Get him to go onto you. Get him to like jump onto you.
I'm trying.
Guns blazing.
Come on, you dear. Gank top.
We should go. That was almost death for you.
First blood.
Good job.
Patience worked out.
Yeah, you just had to come up close enough for me to be able to flash him.
Go away, Nautilus.
Where's Master Yi?
Mid.
I don't want to do this.
Don't get cocky.
That's why I didn't want to do that, because I knew you didn't have mana. I was afraid of Thresh hitting you.
Nothing but powder monkeys.
I'm more afraid of Thresh than Nautilus. Didn't do that much damage.
Sure you can handle me, summoner? I've got a
Oh, my gay laugh.
this.
So gay.
Ho ho ho.
No prey, no pay.
How nice of them for clearing out my blue for me. Can't say I did the same for them.
You've got dangerous eyes. I like that. I know what I'm doing.
Me? Oh. I'm so slow, I can't do.
You ward yet, top?
I'm assuming no, but
No, he still has a ward, so I'm a gank him.
He just wasted his flash there.
Going, going, going. have that kill.
Enemy has been slain.
Yep, we got it back.
Step 2.
I'm gonna get 6.
Okay. Nautilus is moving. Oh, he's warding.
Let's push this up really hard.
Yep.
Feeling about this.
Udyr might have DC'd.
Oh no, Bridger! Why? I don't know why you left the tower. No. Should have stayed in the tower.
I don't know where Udyr is at all.
Not a problem.
I knew that was gonna happen. I knew you were gonna pull some stupid crap.
Hey, you two, stop bickering like an old married couple.
Yeah, well, I hate to break it to you.
They're obviously playing the LOL drinking game, where every time you back, you just take a sip. I have ulti now.
I don't think Pantheon has his flash yet. But...
I know what I'm doing.
There is. It's up by Dragon.
He still hasn't
And I
warded,
can't
so I'm just
reach
gonna
it.
come back top. Oh, Udyr's here. No, be stupid, get engaged on.
Step 2.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
You've got dangerous eyes.
Hey, the strategy worked.
Sure you can handle me, summoner?
I think we're making him kind of sad.
Little does he know, every
sure
time
does.
someone, like, says, "Then camp top," like, whenever someone makes a comment about the lane you're camping, you just go there more and more. Like, it's just horrible to say something in all chat to the jungler. Where do you put it? Yeah. That's gonna happen versus Rush not. And I don't know where Yi is.
It's a ward right there.
I'm gonna pink that and then just continue to camp his lane, because he told me what makes him mad.
I have to keep backing so frequently because he's so
I
potent.
may die, but
Yeah.
you might get him. No, you won't get him. You're gonna die. Where was your barrier there?
Rampage.
Yep, I don't need to camp top.
Not a problem. Step 2.
I'm to back with 2.5k gold as a jungler.
Udyr's top.
We can't be aggressive anymore. He still will kill you.
Ulti in 30.
I know what I'm doing.
Master Yi's missing. Careful with bottom.
No, not when there's mid missing.
I've got a good feeling about this. Fun begins.
I can't.
Back.
Somebody's in your jungle. Right here. They just stole your race.
Yeah, then it was E, because Udyr just showed his face bot. Oh, it was probably me. I went to race, started killing them, then ulti bot.
And Rise is not good against
I
the
know
CES.
what I'm doing.
Can't do shit.
Just have to farm and you'll outscale him.
Trying to.
The idea for Rise is that he's a bit tankier, so he won't be able to burst you or rouse you as easily.
Yeah, I'm trying to get as tanky as possible. Start building those items.
Build a frozen heart ASAP, unless he's going AP. Yeah, he is.
Shut down.
Almost killed both of them. It was close.
How close is Udyr to dead?
He's like I don't know, 200 health.
Here, Udyr.
Don't get cocky.
There he is! Oh!
Fuck turtle stance.
Sure you can handle me, summoner?
Yep.
My favorite part is now he thinks I have wolves warded.
Step 2. Not a problem. Step 2.
Oops.
Is Pantheon worth gold yet? Nope.
Ow! Holy God.
Are they just doing dragon right now? Udyr, Yi, not? They could definitely do it. They're not doing it, that's a good thing. Rise, go to his blue. Go to their blue. Not our blue, their blue. The only blue that's up.
I'm teleporting in there.
I know what I'm
Fuck.
doing.
Kill her now. Blow in!
Sure you
Beauty!
can handle me, summoner?
Here comes
I
Pantheon.
got friends.
Kill the Pantheon.
An enemy
Got
has
him.
been slain.
Where's he?
I don't know where he is.
It's right here.
Yeah, I saw him after I said that.
I did not want to stun him.
I've got a good feeling about this.
Oh wow, he just flashed my taunt like a pro.
Don't get
Luckiest
cocky.
flash
Shit.
ever. Yeah, just back.
Your turret has been destroyed.
This turret's
Giving up
done.
the turret's fine.
I can't do anything, they'll just kill me.
We gotta push top hard and then we need to team fight.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I know what I'm doing.
Ugh, free. Jesus Christ.
Not a problem.
There we go.
Here comes Yi. Get out.
Here, Rise, you can have this.
You've got dangerous eyes. I like that.
I need to go get wards.
No prey, no pay.
An ally has been slain.
Look that up.
You with the ult.
Yeah.
Well, when that happens. Udyr is currently on my doubles. I don't really care much about them.
Don't get cocky.
Oh.
They're warding our jungle.
Set sail.
Yeah, we need to light up map. Everyone should be buying wards. So we need to group and we need to push and make a play for dragon.
An enemy has been slain.
Good job, top.
I'm gonna put a vision in here, so I'm pretty sure. Yep. I win.
You could have ulted him.
I don't see Master Yi, so I figured.
That's true. They're making a play
dragoning.
for dragon. They don't have smite though.
Set sail. Don't get cocky.
Calls.
Just back, just back.
Nice.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Sure you can handle
Go farm
me,
bot, Bridger.
summoner?
Pantheon just left. The fuck?
He leapt to creeps.
He leapt away, like, to try to cut me off or something, I guess.
Oh.
It was odd.
I just
go
saved
mid.
you so hard. Oh my god.
Crap. I'm not gonna get there in time. Damn it.
Ulti that, ulti that, ulti that.
An enemy has been slain.
Not a problem.
I could not get there in time. There we go.
Don't get
Just push mid, take this turret.
On top.
I know what I'm doing.
Alright, back now.
Back off.
Sure you can handle me, summoner?
Me too.
I've got a good feeling about this.
Congratulations, you got a little creep.
We fighting this?
They want your
Yeah,
red.
yeah, we can, we can.
Ult in 5.
Oh, you got him. Never mind. I didn't have to flash. Whoops.
Nice ulti.
You've got danger.
Woohoo! I got blue.
I like that.
Yay, blue buff.
How did I get? Oh, you took the red and then I killed him. Well, I was like, how the F did I get it? Did you get a? Yeah, you're
Not
getting
a
one. Okay, I'll get a locket.
Yep.
I have ulti up in 30.
An enemy has been slain.
That was weird, man.
Yeah, we need towers.
Pantheon tried to ult away from me, but instead he ulted right on me. So he died. It did do a lot of damage though, but
I know what I'm doing.
that was weird.
Your team has destroyed destroyed a turret.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a good feeling about this.
Oh no, MF.
No. 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 Crap. Yep, that happened. Whoops.
Killing spree.
In Tarek OP.
Drag is a minute.
I'm gonna ward it.
Grab blue buff and
Let's push bot hard. You,
I'm gonna stop over here and then you guys can do whatever the fuck you want.
Step 2.
Your team
Sure you
has
can
destroyed
handle
a
me,
turret.
summoner.
start
Yep.
grouping for drag.
Go ward over
Yep, Bridger,
here.
how about you go to drag soon, because I can teleport to drag.
Guys, come take blue. Back up off of that. 4 Mia. Or 3 Mia.
Oh, Rise. Bad.
An enemy
Oh
has been
dear.
slain.
Well, at least she got one before he died.
Been slain.
Okay, then I'm just gonna take this blue so they don't get it.
I went in on him and we both killed each other.
They're
Guys,
going to Dragon too.
Can we get everyone
Uh,
back?
Problem.
Rumble, ult, and teleport up.
Oh, they're all coming down here.
What do you want to do?
Baron's or Dragon's not up yet, so
Okay, I'll keep pushing until you call for me. Please make sure there's a ward
Heard
down.
my ward. Dang it.
Drag's up in 30.
They have a vision ward there, so that's not
I know
gonna help.
what I'm doing.
I need a ward somewhere to port into though, while I push top. Okay, thank you. I'm pushing top.
I've got a good feeling about this.
Drag's about to be out.
Oh, they came to me instead.
Take drag. Everyone drag.
But they have a ward here.
I don't care. It's
Doesn't matter. Pantheon thresh top.
Killed it.
Pantheon ult down.
Tarek OP.
Just stop chasing. Kill the dragon.
Yeah, whatever.
A problem.
I don't know what that was supposed to accomplish, but
He was trying to
okay.
steal it, like... He was trying to steal it if I missed the smite. Basically. What he was hoping for.
The fun begins.
Go ahead and teleport top.
Nope. Okay.
You just interrupted.
Yep.
Alright, we need to
I-
group and we need to team fight. So like, push back that top and then group mid and then we're gonna try to hard engage a team fight.
No prey, no pay.
Careful.
Ward up that
Tarek.
barrier.
Careful, Tarek.
Yep, that's why I'm not going over there.
Here, I'll come with, just go ward it, come with it. Ward it. Throw ward over there so I can see the HP of Baron if they do it.
I like that.
Right there. Back.
That did nothing to
They
me.
just warded that.
Handle me, summoner.
Kind of expected it to do more.
Can you ulti rumble?
It's coming up in 2 seconds.
Take this turret and we can die probably. Okay. No, we got him.
Yes,
Who
I
here's
did.
pushing?
Back.
I had him ignited.
You've got dangerous eyes. I like that.
Just in case.
Set sail.
Yep, coming in the other way just in case.
Nope.
What the fuck? That was
Probably
impressive.
ran up
Probably
this
He
way.
must have went through the jungle.
That's
He is Udyr. So like,
Apparently he's super
quick escape.
fast.
We should force a Baron soon.
I always shoot first.
Like the next time everyone start making their way towards mid/top, and the next time they show someone bot, we're Baroning.
Let me get this. I need a item. Big item.
Ellie? We're gonna Baron, then we're gonna push top.
Sure you
I
can
hate that
handle me,
glitch.
Summoner.
Where it shows someone is like teleporting or backing whenever they enter your screen.
Oh, I thought he just teleported.
I'm gonna go get blue.
Yeah, go ahead. If we can get a catch on one of them too, we're just gonna Baron right away. So like if we can kill this Pantheon.
He fucking ran immediately as soon as he saw me. He's been ganked a few hundred times. If you can back up, back them up into that corner.
Dead. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Don't do it, Rise. Get out.
Master, you did like 3 Qs.
Got the reset. Well, they're not. Yep. He only
They're
has
all
but
too
you were,
tanky
you
now.
were 3v5 for a long time. Like Rise never got there. I got there super late.
The Udyr coming from behind us.
Crap.
Fuck us.
Oh my god. You almost had them.
I know. I messed up, bro.
Not a problem.
They've
I'm
just
not
thrown
going
that
in
game.
there without somebody else.
Just
I
rush
should have went
Baron.
with you guys, but I
Rush
didn't. I was
Baron.
getting blue instead.
Rush Baron right now.
You've got dangerous eyes. I like that.
It wards up all around their blue and everything. If they come, we have to turn on them. Everyone has to go though.
Sail.
My teleport's up. I'm gonna stop bottom from pushing.
Nah, I'm going bottom right
Can you
now.
ward like their blue? Rise,
I
just
guess
come
I'll
to
go middle.
us, because you don't have TP.
Alright.
The fun begins.
The ward like right there. No, just back. Back.
Oh boy. Just leave me. I'm dead.
10,000 pulls of doom.
Know what I'm doing.
Couldn't do shit.
Not a problem.
That's one way to check if they're behind it.
They're doing Baron.
No, they're just clearing a ward.
Step
Hmm.
two.
Don't.
Okay.
I've got a good feeling about this.
Oh, they saw Ishan.
He's okay.
You guys put a ward on it?
Sure you can handle
anyone?
me, summoner?
Good. It's still better to have it warded for 2 seconds than none.
So I'm gonna go get one right now.
Oh, it's already gone.
Step 2.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Fuck.
You've got dangerous eyes. I like that.
We just need to focus E.
Don't get caught.
Yep.
Prodigy stuff.
They use
It's a
all of
problem.
them.
I don't think we can fight this.
Kill that E, please.
Damn it.
Oh god.
That's why I tried to get
Can't
back
do
so
it.
I wouldn't feed him the... Yeah, it's over. Let him freelancer have his
Oh,
way
well.
with us.
Just too bad.
Might be GG, but we'll see.
It is GG. I can't defend this.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Oh, they're not doing it. They should
No,
just
but
end it.
there's no way we can come back from this.
We're gonna come back from a Prodigy. Damn it. Quitters.
Not a problem.
They had the Baron. They had, what, like 4 more towers than us? They had middle inhib and they had top inhib.
We couldn't team fight them.
And we
Yeah.
couldn't team fight.
We could not team
User
fight
left
them.
your channel.
There was too much.
User left your channel.